Never, not today. Compromise, rise above it all, not gonna fall. Step by step I go, faster than the flow. Broke through every chain, I will not be contained.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So I'm actually still streaming over on the other side over there. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff, and YouTube is playing shenanigans again. They're playing shenanigans again. I think they're doing this back to TIFF reaming. Yes, it will be. Tap, tap, tap that like on the way in. You know what? That makes 901 videos that I've done for YouTube. Tonight was going to be number 900. It's 901 videos on YouTube. All right, let's get this thing and we will make this happen. I've got 2 StreamYards running right now, so if it starts acting funky, you know why. Because YouTube asshole. YouTube asshole. This is a YouTube issue. This is not StreamYard. This is YouTube acting completely screwed up. So we'll get back to the Tiffany reaming. Rack up those numbers. Yep, tosses dynamite. That's right. All right, let's get back to the reaming.
So I moved to Dolton in December of 2020. And since I moved here, I've been doing my best to stay engaged and informed. I just would love to start by saying I don't envy any of your positions. I know your roles come with a great deal of responsibility, and I commend you all for continuing to show up, because at the end of the day, we're all still human. Right? And I hope that I can be honest and just say, as a resident, I feel like a casualty.
Nice.
I have a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings about what
Mayan Fox, I love it.
in the last 3 to 4 years.
I love it. We'll keep calling her Mayan Fox, but yeah, that's Megan Fox. I know what you mean. I hate whenever my typing fingers don't do what I want them to do. It's awesome. Oh, I've done the same thing a few times. Let's see if they keep up with their shenanigans. Oh, it's pretty damn funny. It's pretty funny that they screwed this one up. So we got 214 views on that last one, and we've got this one happening now. I've got 2 StreamYards running. God, I wish I could combine both of them. Yeah. Megan's probably having the same issues. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine over here.
However, I understand that there's not a lot of time to have a discourse about how I feel about things, because there's so much work that needs to be done. We now have a new president-elect, and I think that there is no better time than now to organize and strengthen our community, starting with bringing the politics back to the people. There's a lot of decisions that's being made on the behalf of Dolton residents, yet there are no town halls. The committee meetings have stopped. We need to prioritize data-driven decision-making. It is important for us, and it is time to prioritize our strengths, learning about our strengths in a strategic way, assessing our needs, and lobbying for them. The conversation about the Black middle-class agenda starts here in local government. Next, the important work that needs to be done is with our finances. I sat here and I digested a 45-slide presentation talking about the deficit. It is hard. That was hard. I am a young homeowner. I am a mother. I am a primary parent. And I digress, because that's my feelings again. So let me get back to the facts.
That's my feelings.
It is time for a strategic plan be delivered to the residents about finances.
No, this was
let that be 90 slides long at this
beginning
point.
Of November.
So residents like myself can be prepared, so we can know if.
So this is not the October meeting. We watched the October meeting. We watched the October meeting last month. This is November's meeting. Yeah, this was November's meeting. Just so you guys know, this was this month's meeting. Yeah, she's saying President-elect. This was this month. This was this month.
Property taxes are going to increase, so we can know if fines are going to be coming down the pipeline at the very least, so we can be prepared. We are at a special time right now. I had a really emotional day, but I feel like we are at a special time to be refocused, to be re-energized, to make sure that we are armed with skills and equipped with tools in a position to advocate as a unified community. That takes data, that takes talking, sometimes that even takes kicking it, right? But we do need a plan to make data-driven decisions. Thank you all so much.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay.
Can you
Well,
hear me
I
now?
had to take my shirt out of retirement so I can remind the mayor that you are going to jail and the rest of the crew. Y'all are definitely going to jail. Why are we here? Why are we at the Park District? Because you constantly violated the Open Meetings Act.
See on the thumbnail?
And I just want to thank the trustees.
That was the
for
last one.
listening
Sorry, I
to the
probably
cries
messed
of
up
the
somewhere.
Citizens. And I want to thank residents like Dan Lee, Rosie, and if I miss any other people that wrote letters to the AG office,
Thank you.
I appreciate you all because you guys really put a light on this situation. All the residents have ever wanted from this mayor, we want to know where our money is at. We tired of you hiring people that's not qualified and paying them large amounts of money. This is why these people, this man sitting right here, they so loyal because they're getting paid. He will never find a job like this again. This man ain't never made this type of money before in his life. And the reason that she pays these people the way she pays them to keep the loyalty. And I just have a problem. And with the attorneys, are you guys going to allow her to hide the money from the residents? Y'all going to go with what the Delgado was doing? Y'all going to do the same thing? They set up there too, like you're sitting up there, and they let her do a lot of stuff that shouldn't have been done. So that's why we're here. When is Andrew Holmes going to stand up? He had a rape charge over him, and he never said, I didn't do that. Anybody that honestly didn't do something like that, they would be saying, oh, no, I didn't do that. And then when Vegas came back, he still didn't say nothing. Don't think you got away, man. You ain't got away. You have not gotten away.
Oof.
They still on you. And Tiffany, you can write all you want. You can write, I'm not going to jail. I don't know what you're writing over there. But you don't even have enough sense to look at the people that put you, some of the people, because I sure didn't put you in office. I didn't vote for you. You or Burridge when y'all was against each other, because I knew both of y'all was garbage. So I didn't come out. Me and my husband didn't even come out because I already knew. But you don't even have a sense to even look in our face. But you rather just steal our money and do what you want to do.
Oof.
It's a shame. The lawyers is looking at us, but you the mayor, and then you want to come up in here. Well, I am the mayor. Yeah, we know, but you're not conducting yourself as a mayor.
All right, your 3 minutes.
Never
is
has.
up.
Conducting yourself.
Your 3
and
minutes
you
up.
are going to
Your
jail.
3 minutes is up. Thank you so much. Is there anybody else? Is there anyone else? Your 3 minutes up.
Damn. Going off on her.
All right, go ahead. You have the floor.
Wow.
I want to start by saying there's nobody like the God I serve. And I only want to say that because he only allowed me to come as far as this podium. That's the only person I fear and thing I fear besides going to jail. So I'm not going to go past this point like he told me. But I only come up to here to say because Las Vegas said what they said, because a lot of places say what they say when they say things like this. So I'm going to ask you myself.
Why would you do that? And if I'm lying, all these people right here, all the cameras, her, all these people, tell them I'm lying then. Is that why you've never said anything? Is that why you disappeared as soon as this came out? Is that why? I'm supposed to be scared of you? Hell motherfucking no. So tell me I'm lying, or tell them why.
Damn. Damn.
All right.
Wow. Damn. They gonna look at her at all. Oof. She is. She's hot. Mm. Damn. Yeah.
Trustee, hold on. Let her finish. So don't go back and forth. Hold on.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this girl right here was the one that is accusing him of the graping. I could be wrong in that. But she is hot. She's pissed off. She was told, don't go up there. Don't do what you want to do. Most likely just a bad camera angle for her chair is about to die. That's yeah. Don't know, and this, if I'm not mistaken, he is the accused one right here. And if I'm not mistaken, she's the accuser of it. And she's pissed. That's messed up.
No, we had a board meeting. Trustee, you have this opportunity to speak, but this is not fair. Don't go back and forth. You can say something when you're done. All right, you got 30 more seconds. Wait, get ready. Wait for you to go back and forth. I'm going to give you the flow.
Yeah, that's a guy.
She deserves it. She's a victim. She's a victim. She's been waiting.
All right, your time is up. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, you're not going to get a statement if you're out of order. Simple as that. So, okay, it's over with. Y'all can have a seat. Let me finish my meeting. Drew will have the opportunity to speak, but it is not right now. So thank you. Thank you. Next on the agenda is... Oh, you got no person? Oh, I didn't know. I thought she was the last one. Go ahead. You have 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
I was standing with the victim since nobody else wanted to. Since you can't say nothing to her. I don't know why you let her silence you. You look stupid for letting her silence you. Say something. It's been months. And Miss Supervisor, Miss Super Mayor, why you say you like transparency and you're a black woman, you want a whole black woman up. But look at all these black women that need to be held up. Somebody needing housing, Anita Dukes, everybody else, Alexis Wilson, come on. And why'd you lock you went to court the other day, didn't you, Mrs. Super Mayor? And didn't you perjure yourself and tell the court, the judge, that you didn't live at the address that you live at? Why did you change the locks in the garage door opening if you don't live there? Where do you live, Miss Supermayor? Do you live in Dolton? Are you even capable?
No, the village of Dolton. There's white. It's very, very, very diverse community there. They have white, black, Hispanic. I mean, it's just not just one flavor of people there. There's a lot of that's a large community. It's not a small town. It's not a tiny little town. I mean, they're just righteously upset. Hey, Francis, how's it going? Francois. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Not very representative on the diocese. Well, that's true. That is the way that it happens. That is the way that happens.
Capable of being here? This is a community that needs to be lifted up, and all you do is beat them down. Jedediah sent me here tonight. I drove an hour to be here. So I can say this to you. I've been watching you for months, and you're a clown. You are a clown. This community doesn't need to be beat down every time you turn around. You went and you complained because somebody took down them ugly ass banners. Them banners are stupid.
Damn.
Stupid. What if you? When I drive through Dolton, what do I see? A disgrace, a displacement. It doesn't need to be this way. You need to put the money that you stole, allegedly, into the pockets of the people that live here. You owe the landlord $8,000, don't you? Right. I mean, you're stealing all the money. I mean, you make all the money, allegedly. And she's stealing it all, too. I drove an hour to be here. You could
That's right, Adam.
look at me. I'm
Absolutely
tired of looking
right.
at the wig. I tell you what, it's broke down. It needs a break. Give it a rest. Try a new hairdo. And you really need to say something to. I'm a victim. I've been raped. I've been beat and everything else. I can sympathize. You advocate for everybody else. You're standing there. I see you on TV, sleeping outside. But you can't say anything to her. You let the supervisor silence you? Are you a man? Come on now. You can't advocate for one and then say you advocate for all, but you can't advocate for her, the person you put your hands on. You took advantage of her while she was sleeping. That's low little low. I don't even know why I'm talking to you.
He had the
begging you
pudding
to say
pops.
something. Don't let her fucking silence you. That's stupid. That's all I got to say. Somebody left it wrong up here, baby. Is this yours? I'm sorry.
Well, if you want to see what is exactly that they're talking about whenever they mention this about her not paying her bills, just look at this.
Happening tonight in the south suburbs, the woman who owns a Dolton home that she leased to Mayor Tiffany Henyard has filed eviction papers. She says Henyard has not paid her rent, and now she wants her out. NBC5's Regina Waldrop with the story.
We talked to Tiffany Henyard's landlord, and she says she came to this Thornton Township meeting Tuesday night hoping to get paid what she says she's owed.
We do not have a quorum, so we will not be having a board meeting this evening.
With Thornton Township's board meeting canceled, Janetta Hull will have to find another way to serve an eviction notice to Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, also Dolton's mayor.
So now I have to pay a special process service in order to get them served, which is more fees for me.
Hull says she leased this home.
$50 was a process server. $50 for a process server. It might be about 60 in Cook County. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've had to serve anybody in Cook County. But yeah, in state of Georgia, it's $50. But here's the house. This is the house that Tiffany is renting out. Yeah. The inside must look pretty damn good because the outside looks not so good.
To Henyard and her boyfriend in 2021. She says the last payment came in August. She filed eviction papers last month. She says she's now owed $5,000 in back rent plus late fees.
Up to
She says the
8,000
couple
now.
was a no-show for a Zoom hearing Tuesday morning.
The sheriff's been out here a few times to serve them. For a household that makes, over $350,000 a year, I'm asking for pennies.
Hull says she hasn't been able to gain access to the home or garage to do maintenance.
I gave them 48 hours notice. And then I also text them about 15 minutes before I got here. So there's a code on the garage, and then there's locks on the front door that were changed.
In a statement, an attorney for Tiffany Henyard told NBC5 no comment at this time. Hull says she regrets renting to the couple.
I don't think the money is worth it. The cash up front is not worth it. I would have rather rented to someone who, is an honest person and goes to work every day and works hard.
This matter heads back to court next Tuesday at the Markham Courthouse. Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Thank you, Regina.
And I briefed all of them.
Yeah, that was the crap that they had to deal with. Imagine being a landlord and they owe you money. Owing you money. Whew. Crazy stuff. Here we go. Let's bring this thing back up.
You ain't gotta admit it. You just say you're sorry. That's enough. And mean it.
All right, anyone else? Is that it? You got some? Okay. Is that it? All right, we're moving on.
Where's the money,
Next on the
Lebowski?
agenda is general announcements.
That's right.
Do
You're
any
right.
trustees
Love
have
it.
any general announcements? All right, go ahead.
Good
Oh,
evening, everyone.
a little refresher on what's going on. Well, Tiffany here during this meeting, she's going to try to appoint some new people temporarily, and that's going to be illegal. Her trying to appoint people as in positions of power. Mortgage sounds better than renting. Yeah, she wouldn't be paying that either. She's about to lose her job as mayor if she hasn't already been voted out. I believe she's already been voted out at this point, but she does have a term to finish.
Can you hear me? Okay. Good evening. Just want to make a couple of announcements. Senior Thanksgiving luncheon is here.
Yes, it is,
November the
Mesa.
14th,
It is in Illinois.
right here at the Lester Long Fieldhouse. It's from 11:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. Residence cost is $5. Non-resident
The sound always messing up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but her problem with her landlord came to be near the same thing. Thornton Township trustee vote for a credit with her name on it. I don't know if that's correct or not. Sneaks up behind the house and spray super stinky farter spray. That's funny. Can you turn up the volume on the video? Schmidgen? No, it's not me. I can't. I mean, I can do that, but it's going to get loud, crazy loud.
gratitude and community. Let's get community. Give
Yeah, you see, now he is a beta man. Yeah.
the Lester Long Fieldhouse again, November the 14th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Also, the senior Christmas luncheon. Join us as we celebrate this holiday season where lots of laughter and joy fill the air. That's December the 12th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Again, that cost is $5 for residents and non-residents is $6.25. Also, we're gonna have tea with the trustees this coming Saturday, and that is November the 9th at 9:30 a.m. Please come out.
And I do want to say, I'm sure there's folks that are still watching over on X and also watching on the Rumbles. Don't worry if I don't respond to you right away. It's because I'm running two separate streams. Two separate StreamYards are happening right now because this is complete. YouTube is all jacked up, so I'm having to run two separate streams. Yeah, fun stuff.
This is the time for residents to tell us, the trustees, what you want to see, things that you have in your communities that you're not able to get up tonight and get an answer for. So please come out Saturday, tea with the trustees, 9:30 a.m. right here in this room here, the Lester Long Fieldhouse. We want to see, I always say every time that I talk about this each month, come out as you do tonight, come out Saturday and get some good information this Saturday. Again, thank you, and thank you for coming out.
All right. Is there anyone else?
Yes.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. November 23rd, Spence Cook Grand Lodge and Serenity Grand Chapter number 21. The commander consensory will have.
Yes, you would have gotten auto directed as soon as I ended the stream on the YouTubes. So it's because YouTube's screwing up. So let's see if we can get past some of these announcements.
Anyone else?
Yes, can I be recognized? Okay, I want to first give a thank you as we always do to Dolton Park District, the Board of Commissioners, for their partnership in allowing the use of this space for this venue. I do see President Commissioner Willis Harris and President Cleo Jones. So I just ask everybody give them a quick round of applause. Without our partnerships, things become a lot more challenging. So we really do want to extend a thank you for all the hard work and efforts you've done. A couple of projects that we mentioned at previous board meetings that I just want to kind of update residents on. One being that we mentioned the need for changing bank accounts from Fifth Third Bank to Wintrust Bank. The new account has been opened. We are within 1 week of transferring the funds, so that way the funds can begin or checks or bills can begin to be paid with the intention of having it on a regular schedule, but we know there are some challenges that we still face. Second, the audit that we had not completed previously. We do have a firm that is in the process of doing the audit. On the agenda tonight is our audit engagement letter that will be voted on, and that process will continue as well. Lastly, but definitely not least, I heard one individual come up here talking, referencing their bills. And right now we are working towards a budget. We mentioned that the board has received the draft budget, and there are a lot of challenges with that budget. That being said, it is a task that we still must face. So we are continuing to work on a way that we can get our budget that will allow for back bills to be paid as well. We will honor all vendors that are paid. I have to say it is going to be a challenging process. For those who are owed money, I am asking that you email first to the village administrator, Keith Freeman, that's K Freeman, Freeman, at vodalton.org, with a copy to myself, jhouse@vodalton.org. And we will make sure that we continue to provide updated statuses of where the bills are to be paid. And as time allows, we will be making payments as our budget is processed and we have a better footing on where we're going. So those are the 3 points that we mentioned at each board meeting. I wanted to make sure I reference that as well to keep the community informed. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, anyone else? All right, so next on the agenda, we're gonna bring Mayor's report up. So there's several things I want to talk to you about this evening. One being, I know the meeting had started over and it came here to the Park District. Unfortunately, everybody created so much confusion, so much chaos that it was no need to move a meeting to this location. It's not even 22 people in here.
Actually, it was. So she had no choice in this. So yeah. Oh, here we go. That's right, Tammy. So here's where she's wrong. Here's where she's wrong. As I showed earlier, the Attorney General of the state of Illinois wrote a very, very fine letter If they wanted to dispute it, they had to take it up with the Superior Court of one of two counties, either of Cook or Saginaw County. Okay. They didn't file anything timely. Okay. They just thought it was a joke. They avoided it. So what happened is they did exactly as they were told to do, to move to a location that could handle more people. Now you have to remember that she was bringing outside people to come in and cause problems and intimidate. They did not have parking for the elderly. They didn't have space for people. They had people being locked out of the building. Okay. So they had to move it to another location. Now they could easily move it back to the same location they had if attendance is low, but they moved it to this location intentionally and by order, because they were failing to comply with the Open Meetings Act, which means they have to keep it open for the entire public. Allegedly brought in people to cause problems, or proven. Proven that those people were brought in intentionally. It was proven. According to the facts that were brought forward to the Attorney General, and we read that letter earlier on the other stream. So all you have to do is go back and watch that one, and it will tell you exactly what that letter said. It was probably about a 20-page document, each one of them showing each one of the meetings where they were doing the same damn thing. Almost at every single meeting, these people would show up and they would make sure that there wasn't enough seating for the residents. Now they're not showing up because they're not allowed to kick people out of this room because it's large enough that it can handle all of the people. So it's pointless for her to bring people in to be causing problems. Yes. So yes, it was proven.
So I don't agree with us going to someone else's house to conduct our business. Everywhere else, they have their location and it's in their house. So that's number one. Number two,
doesn't matter what you like.
You have to give respect in order to get it. A lot of you come to this mic talking about nothing. And when I say nothing.
Whoa. Sweet cheeks. Who are you to judge what people come in and say? Oh, you don't have that right. You got a girl's head on your what? Maya's chest, my Alaska moment. Oh, okay. Very cool. I just asked you what happened. I don't know what happened. No, that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully, why is Megan Fox attacking me on her channel? That's awesome. Cool. I hope so. I hope she's attacking me, damn it. Oh, that'll be awesome. Attack me, Megan. Oh, me and Megan are good. I don't know what you're talking about. Megan's an absolute sweetheart, so I don't know why she'd be attacking me. You're blocking Megan Fox now. Why would you block Megan Fox? Oh, Megan's awesome. I don't know why anybody would block her. See, I guess I'll have to go back and watch it at some point in time. Megan's an absolute sweetheart. I don't know why anybody would be going after Megan.
Nothing. You're talking about Tiffany Henyard. So that means that you really are fans of mine, and I appreciate that, because normally you will come up here and you'll talk about the business as relates to our village, but not one of you talk about any business that it relates to
as
our
a fly
village.
jacket.
Fix your street, fix your alley, maybe your street lights out, whatever the issues are, but you don't speak to that. You speak of me, the person, Tiffany Henyard. So thank you for being a fan of mine.
They're not a fan of yours. They're trying to fix what's broken. Her chat was slagging me off big time. Okay. Dude, I really don't worry about it. You and Meg on at the same time. Yeah, that happens. See, you have to understand that whenever you're doing YouTube, you do YouTube when it's convenient for you as a content creator. And I've got no problems with Megan. If she's streaming, she's streaming. If I'm streaming, I'm streaming. I don't know what to tell you. Don't watch her anyway. That's up to you. It's fine. Well, all I know is I've got no problems with Megan that I know of. Who has a penicillin allergy? We need to stay apart. Otherwise, evil Shizzy will take us both out. Moist. Awesome. No, I don't know why. If people are slacking on me, well, that's their prerogative. They're welcome to do that. I don't care. I don't worry about it. I don't stress it.
Sir, it's a ton of things that we have going on. I have told you guys several times, we've always had resources that
She like having a new friend. That's not true. You guys stop making shit up. Megan and I are fine. We're absolutely fine. Tug and I are fine. All these rude people. Didn't their mama teach them they don't have anything nice to say? Don't come to a town meeting. Damn them bastards. How dare they come to a town meeting and voice their concerns that they're losing money, that their township is going to shite. How dare they?
for townships. I know I get a lot of hate because I have 2 big positions. Thank God. God always have favor on me, and he have blessed me with being the first female youngest supervisor of the largest township in the state of Illinois. That's why I get all the attacks, because I do have the biggest position. And also, I am the mayor of my city here, my village. So we have a surplus in our township. So if anybody need any help, because y'all mixed the 2 up, y'all come here, talk about township, and vice versa. Over at the township, you can go to the GA department. That's general assistance. And yes, you have to qualify for certain services. So when you get up there, you saying that we didn't approve, you don't have this or don't have that, maybe you did not qualify for that service. So GA department helps you with your light, your gas, your water, your mortgage, your rent, and also we help you bury your loved ones, things that wasn't done before I got there, right? So these things that I created. We also have a transportation department. So if anybody is in need of a ride to or from the polls, or if you need a ride to or from the grocery store, the doctor, we will take you and we will pick you up. We also have senior services. Senior services does a lot of community engagement, which I love. Everybody knows that. So I do a ton of events, because when I do events, y'all call it parties. When somebody else do events, y'all say, oh, look at them doing community engagement. That's what I do as your super mayor. So if you are interested, you can sign up. Call 708-596-6040 again.
Oh, it's probably just chat. Probably just chat having some fun. They're probably calling me an artard, which is fine. No. Megan's good people. Her chat's good. Like I said, we have no problems. Megan and I are absolutely like good. I was actually texting her earlier today. So I'm absolutely fine with Megan. You're good. You're good. Now, if chat's giving Megan a hard time over me, well, that's on them. That is absolutely on them. But no, we're going to good. We're absolutely good. So if there's issues there, it's none that I know of. Like I said, I was actually talking to her earlier today via chat. So yeah, we were private messaging back and forth over something that has nothing to do with anything, except I had some questions for her, that were like not even anything related to anything. So it's good. Well, he says it. Shizzy's crossing his fingers while he says it. No, actually I was picking my fingernails. I had a piece of dirt under it. There's Team Shizzy. There is no teams. Let's put it this way. Megan's on Team Shizzy too. So that's the best way to look at it. I bet you had some questions. No, it was I did have some questions about PJ Media. I was talking with her because I'm going to be using some of PJ Media's content going forward with the morning streams. I'm still going to have some AP in there, Well, if you finish first, we'll raid her. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I always raid Megan whenever I'm finished. You know, it's just the way that I do. Yeah, she's absolutely a sweetheart. No, she gave me a code to get in for PJ Media that reduced the cost for it. And no, I had some questions because I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get in trouble with PJ Media. Yes, and we'll fix her little red wagon. Oh, geez, I know you and Megan are good. Oh, I know. No, like I said, I don't see how we have any problems. But yeah, if you guys come by in the morning, you'll see that the format's going to change up just a little bit. I'll probably be pulling up a little bit more of the stuff from PJ Media. I got a subscription to that. And she said there shouldn't be a problem just as long as I'm crediting PJ Media with that kind of stuff and you know, showing the codes that'll help get people like some discounts in there and stuff like that if they're interested in signing up for it. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like I said, we're good. As far as I know, we don't have any issues at all. I have very little issues with most creators. I'm gonna stir some shit up in her chat. That's what you guys are doing? I guarantee it. There's chat over there like stirring shit up just to get her all worked up, thinking that this stuff messed up between us. There's not. We're absolutely good. We're absolutely good.
Again, our number 708-596-6040. After school program, because y'all know I love the kids. I don't care what nobody say. I love the kids. If you need help with your kids, and it's almost like a free daycare. I hate to say that, but that's what it's like. And you work a 9 to 5, you get off at 5 o'clock. You basically sign up for our aftercare. Well, I won't call it aftercare, after school program. And basically, we will pick your kid up from school. We will take them to our location, which is in Riverdale. We will help them with their homework. We do penmanship, which they out of the schools, and we also do bilingual. I'm real big on learning a different language. So all these type of things we have at our township location. So if you're interested, all you have to do again, call 708-596-6040, and you can sign your kid up. But please come and get them. Some of y'all leave them there after 7 o'clock. We close at 7. Come pick your babies up. So that's it for programming. Next, vendors. A lot of y'all come to the podium and y'all talk about things that you got no concrete evidence of. When you spoke about you're not getting paid and y'all addressed the mayor is the one that's always trying to pay everyone. I am not the one holding up paying you as a vendor. I'm not the one that did not put you on the warrant list.
No, she's the one that screwed things up in the first place.
Have done. They put all themselves on the bills list to get paid for back pay for conferences. They put it on there to help their friends get paid. It's all on the warrant list. But if you want a copy of it, I keep telling you, for you, Freedom of Information Act, and you will know what I know. So when I speak up here, sometimes people have to listen. All the hate blocks the listening ear. You have to listen to both sides and then understand what is being said and what is going on. When you get one-sided narratives, then you go down a false.
No, not at all.
And you don't understand.
No, Dolton is part of Cook County, so that's one of the suburbs of Chicago. It's very close to Chicago, like really close to Chicago, and it is a primarily Black community. Historically, and these were a lot of the people that moved to Dolton originally. South Chicago, that might be South Chicago. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's more like south east. I think it's a little bit further east of Chicago. I could be wrong. She looks like Janice Rodman in a chief wig. That's messed up, man. It's messed up. No, but you have to understand that that's just something that was brought from the South. And a lot of people think that's Southern. It is, it's actually more Appalachian. That is something that you would have found more common in places like Virginia, in that area. Whenever people use the word, certain words, the only reason she talks Southern. See, that's the mistake that a lot of people make with this is whenever a lot of that language just got translated over from the Virginians that were there. like ax instead of ask, things like that. It was part of the way that the language was spoke in that particular region. And then it was primarily adopted by Black culture as just, and I don't know why. My wife was a linguistics major before she became almost Indiana state line, before she became a lawyer. And that was some of the stuff that she studied, was sort of the migration of linguistics in the United States and how it transferred. Stupid things that I shouldn't probably know, but I retain. And she could probably explain it much better than I could, of how that transpired, how that became part of Black culture in the United States. If it's funny, what did they call it? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. So I worked with this guy that came in from New York, and and him and this other Black guy were talking, and he just looked at him and he said, man, you speak country. You speak country. And he was just like, what the hell does that mean? He goes, just your language. It's very, very country. Fun fact, banjo associated with Hicks, uneducated hill people came from Africa. And uneducated, what? Banjo that is associated with Hicks, and uneducated hill people came from Africa. That's very cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw something earlier today that was interesting. I can't show it because, man, it would probably get my YouTube channel deleted. It's
What is
crazy.
going on? But I have always fought for vendors. I've always fought for people to get paid, be paid, because you do a service here in our village, especially the people that clean up the
Especially
police
her.
station, the village hall. I want you to get your money. I think the board of trustees should pay you. They are the one that created the warrant list, bills list, put it together, and they sent it to us. They have been doing that for several meetings now, and they haven't added you. Come on now. It ain't the mayor. So I just want to point that out, because I think everything should be on there. Something else you residents don't know. Do you know that we are in dire restraints over at the village hall? The VA, y'all have a whole VA, village administrator, let them tell it, that it's never at work, that does not do their job. Do you not know that they did not have paper today? Clerk knows that, Clerk Key knows that. I came and asked for copies of challenges. She didn't have no ink. She didn't have a lot of stuff, but people want to get up here and lie, but that's cool. They keep lying to y'all. You can ask the department heads. They have a lot of things that they're missing in our village as it relates to simple things like supplies, doing day-to-day operation, invoice, papers, all kinds of stuff. But these are things that you don't hear about because they don't want you to know about it. But if you ask the questions and find out the truth behind everything that's going on, instead of just, oh, they said this, that don't make it right, that don't make it true. It can't be that they telling the truth and I'm not. Come on now, you got to give me the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, she was mismanaging the money.
I want to point that out. Next on here that I wrote, I want everyone to know, yes, Trump is our president. You have to accept it. You have to deal with it. You have to live with it. People can be mad, be in their feelings, but guess what you cannot do? Take away his presidency. He is the next president of the United States of America, 47th president. And our job as real leaders, this is what real leaders do. We reach across the aisle. We say, hey, congratulations, you won. We did. Unfortunately, Democrats didn't do their job. We have a...
She's going off. If she would stop and actually stop doing the stagger breathing, because she just is like a nonstop motor mouth, like, woman, shut up. And you can see it. You can see it in her eyes right here. Look at her. She's just like, oh my God, please shut up. And this guy's just sitting there going, when is this crap going to be over? She's like, He's like, make it stop, make her shut up. I mean, just because she was giving me a little bit of, up underneath the table, hey, but hey, what do I know? That's just gross incompetence. Yeah, this Henyard is absolutely gross incompetence. I am with you, lady. I am with you. That is gross incompetence. And these two people sitting next to her right here, this guy and this lady right here, They don't belong there. They're not supposed to be there. She's going to try to put them in a position. Yeah, they ain't doing a good job of controlling their client. No, that's they're just letting her go off because she's going to try to appoint them tonight. Yeah, she's going to try to appoint them, and a judge threw that out. He was like, oh, hell no, you can't do that. You can't appoint that because you have to get approval from the rest of the board for that to happen. And yeah, it's crazy.
Committeemen, which never is anywhere, no podium, never there. And they was at the polls doing nothing. And I said this in my live video. So when people want to rehearse and say what I say, get the facts right. It was no signage outside. It was no literature, no 110s to be passed out to you as a palm card. No one guided or directed the people. That's what they don't tell you or show you. But watch my live. Y'all say y'all follow everything I do. You will see with your own 2 eyes that it wasn't there. As it relates to trustees or other people that could.
Woman, take a freaking breath. Good Lord. Can they sit any closer? Well, you know, they're just trying to get paid. Now he looks like he's falling asleep. They're both falling asleep over here. They're just like, oh God, will she ever shut up? I don't think Trump is going to be reaching across and shaking any hand anytime soon. Her hand anytime soon. He's going to have his track shoes on. No, more like his steel-toed boots. Trump just says, hey, who? Who? Yeah. Hey, Henyard showed up and was all supportive of Joe Biden and wanted to make sure she got really close to camel toe. And yeah, they put a squashing on, which she paid a whole lot of money for some of her lackeys to show up with her. Some of those people right there on the board. Some of those people right on the board. And she's thrown almost every single one of them under the bus, blaming them for stuff that she screwed up. Blaming them for shit that she screwed up. She doesn't know how to run a meeting. She's all talk. She is a windbag. She's worse than I am. She will be yam 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 yam. It's just nonstop. She does these little stagger breaths. So whenever she's talking, she does this, and then she says a few more words, and that way she never runs out of air, and she can just keep talking as long as she needs to keep talking about everything that she wants to talk about, and then she'll do it just constantly, and she'll say everything that needs to be said, and just never shut up. And you're just like, goddamn, when we just shut your goddamn cake hole because I'm so sick of your cock-goggling mouth is just going on and on and on and on about every little thing that you can possibly talk about, and you never shut up. That's exactly how she talks. How close are they sitting? Reminds me of mob movies where they're staying close to make sure the person doesn't try to run. That's so cool.
Could have been outside doing what they do. They weren't helping. They was trying to help themselves to pass you a piece of literature with their faces on it, but not give you something to help guide you in this very, very important historical election that just passed. So yes, Trump did win, and congratulations again. This is me saying it publicly to our new president of the United States. Now we have to work together because guess what? What color makes blue? Red. So we have to collide with the colors and make it work out for the best of our ability. So I want to point
collide
that out.
with the colors.
Next, what else I got here? All the energy that you guys place into me, I wish you would pour that into yourselves. And that means your life.
Oh, sweetheart. If only. You have to understand the reason that they're mad. She gave the scissoring sign. That's funny. The reason these people are upset is mismanagement of funds. You've raised taxes on these people, property taxes, and you've mismanaged their funds. Dries off, gets jammies on, a sneaker behind her, lights a stink bomb, and sits under a chair and finds a seat at the back and watches the damn shit. Damn girl. Damn. Oh, this is lady next to her. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a brief coffee break, It's not really coffee that we're going to be drinking. We're just going to take a short break. It'll be about 2 minutes. It might be loud, but I just need to take a little break. I want to go grab myself another beverage because we're about halfway through this. Bear with me. It's not going to be the one that you think it is. It's not going to be the one you think it is, but we'll be right back.
In the heart of the city where the lights shine bright, there's a tale unfolding under the cover of night. The Federal Bureau, they've come to play, investigating whispers in the light of day. Oh, Mayor Henyard, what have you done? The FBI's here and they're looking for someone. Keep Freeman caught in a fraudulent scheme. It's house of a scandal, more than it seems. Allegations fly like shadows on the wall, in the halls of power where the mighty fall. Bankruptcy fraud, they say he devised. Keep Freeman's game in the public eye. Oh, Mayor Henyard, what have you done? The FBI's here and they're looking for someone. Keep Freeman caught in a fraudulent scheme. This house of a scandal, more than it seems. So here we stand as the truth unfolds in the South Suburb, the story is told. Mayor Henyard's fall, Keep Freeman's light, a tale of corruption brought into the light.
Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm bringing up chat in two different places. So you'll see it on one place, but maybe not on the other. Good to see you. Going to be funny when she gets arrested and gets extensions, has to take her extensions out. Oh, sprays air freshener. Shame. I need a rainbow fix. And otters and hummingbirds. Oh, you'll get those tomorrow. Going to be fun. Oh, and I'm probably going to be working on a new little break song for that. Just shortening it up, probably make it a little bit quicker. You'll just have to bear with me while I kiss myself.
Lives, the love for your family members. If you pour that same energy into yourself, you will be so much further in life. But yet y'all come here, I don't understand. That must mean you got nothing but time on your hand, and you come here and waste time to talk about negativity. I don't push that. I don't produce that. I care about people. I push
Oh yeah,
love.
you do.
I focus on leading with love, and you should too. It's shameful that a lot of you guys are our elders, are the people we're supposed to look up to, the people that's supposed to guide us, but yet you're not guiding us. We don't look up to you because you're so negative and you're so filled with hate. We must stop that, guys, because guess what? Our youth is watching. I took a ton of youth to the polls yesterday, a ton of them. But did you guys do? But push hate. So all I'm saying to you guys is look in the mirror, focus on yourself, focus on your life, focus on your kids, your husband, your wife, because the energy you're giving me, you can give that to them, and maybe your life will be a little more better, a little more smooth if you just do the same thing you're doing to a person you don't know, but you're a big fan of. So I want to push that and point that out. Next, the last thing that I
Just take a breath, woman.
My vetoes is that for our giveaways, we have a turkey and ham giveaway, which we do every single year. It's off the chain. I invite the media to come out as always. Y'all come here to the mess, to the little hate meetings. I want y'all come to the real meetings to see the love that people really have for the super mayor. It's the same day because they follow what I do, so it's the 23rd. And we will be giving away free turkeys and hams to everyone in all of my communities. There's 17 that is, name over. So please come out, come get some great footage, talk to some people that actually got a different perspective than what you see here with a handful of people. Because guess what? Just like Trump, I'm going to come in on a landslide on both seats. Know that. Remember this moment when I landslide and come in for the victory like I always do. Next, the toy giveaway. The toy giveaway. We also are registering people for the toy giveaway. That's another item you must qualify for. So, and again, you come up here, you say the opposite, you must qualify. Please call us at 708-596-6042. Sign up for the toy giveaway. You can also go to Portland Township, 333 East 162nd Street in South Holland. You can go there tomorrow all the way to Saturday. Tomorrow is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the lower level. And then on Saturday, you can go from 11 until 2 p.m. So if you're interested and you don't have money to get them toys, and now it's not the Dollar Tree toys when you tore the arm and it burnt. Nah, it's none of that.
Dollar Tree toys.
Come get some good items that we have for you. And
take a breath, woman.
If you truly need it, seriously. But for real, look in the mirror, guys. Stop judging people because only God can judge. And remember, landslide. Remember, victory is mine, said the Lord. Watch what I do. All right, that's it for me for my comments. Oh, I did have two more things.
Oh, she thinks she's going to win by a landslide. What do you think? Do you think she's going to win by a landslide?
A couple things. One of the trustees stated about bank accounts, which was Trustee House. I don't think you guys should be.
No, the questions are done. The thing is they can ask questions, but the board, the trustees are not obligated to answer any of those questions. Most of the time they might be making statements, but I guarantee you that public comment does not necessarily mean questions. They can address them if they want to, but they necessarily don't have to. So a lot of people will be filing grievances, and it's going. You can tell that it's going on deaf ears. That's the problem. Is it will be going on deaf ears for them.
Be messing with bank accounts. I know nothing about that as it relates to you guys switching the account over, and you guys should ask questions before you do that.
She lie like this. She knows all about the bank account.
Because I don't think you guys should be on a bank account or dealing with anything as it relates to money. That's number one.
Why does she lie
Number
like this?
two, the budget. I don't understand why we don't have a budget, just like I say any other time. We know that we're supposed to pass the budget come April, May of the beginning of this year. And still, it is now November, going into December, going into the new budget cycle. We should have already passed the budget. It shouldn't be we still working on it. It don't take that long to sit and work on the budget. You sit down, you agree to disagree, and you come up with a balanced budget or whatever you want to take out or put in. You do that, and you present it, and you move forward. But operate without a budget.
The problem is their budget, as they brought up in the last meeting, the prior meeting. The reason they had an issue with the budget was because they were spending more money than they were bringing in on her little pet projects, on failed business ventures, on failed securing funds that were coming in. There were grants that came in. Those grants that came in were there to help out the community. They applied for the grants. They were granted those. And there's a reason why they created that separate bank account is so vendors could be paid, because all of a sudden they're in a deficit in the millions. Yeah, we're still on a brief water break. Thank you. Sorry about that. Let me turn that banner off. See, I've got two different streams running, so it shows up on one but doesn't show up on the other. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I joke not. If you saw my screen, I have two StreamYards running right now in the background because YouTube asshole, and they screwed everything up. So sorry about that. And thank you very much. Should I tell her I put a big old snake under her chair, just let her bump her leg and watch the show? Watch the show. Just say it.
I am not for. So I think you guys should really, really work on that and say what you do want or don't want and move forward so we can go into the next budget cycle, which we are about to do. It's a lot of things I do have to say, and I am going to hold a town hall meeting. And when I have the town hall meeting, all is welcome. You know, press, I will call you out, and you will hear facts versus fiction as it relates to evidence that I do have to show.
Sweetheart, you're in a lawsuit right now. You might want to just shut your cake hole.
Residents, because everybody, they try to use my words, but I ain't got it. They've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray. You will see the truth for what it is, because I'm going to put it on paper, and I'm going to show you what it is at that town hall meeting. So stay tuned for that. That is coming up, and I will announce that probably next week as relates to the town hall meeting. Next on the agenda is, my vetoes. Oh, can't get my vetoes. All the vetoes.
She's going to try to veto every single thing that they just passed. Her speech is yeah, she is nonstop talk. It's just like, it's just like a damn chicken just wanting to shut up.
I am vetoing the things from the last agenda.
She's the mayor. She should be the one putting forth a budget, or am I crazy? Yeah, that's the problem. They've taken that ability away from her because she was mismanaging the funds of the township, mismanaging all of them. She was using it to fly trustees out to Vegas, throwing lavish parties, going out to Vegas, going out to Colorado, going to California, going up to DC. Yeah. That's she was mismanaging money like crazy. That's what the duct tape was for.
The new village attorney will give the clerk a copy of the vetoes that we are vetoing. It's several different.
She can't do this either. That's the problem with what she's trying to do.
Items, including things that they try to pay for themselves. Like I said, they got conferences on there, and each and every month they literally put one of them on there. First it was the clerk, then it was Kiana, then it was Tammy, then it was Brittany. Each one of them, every time, but they say we broke. Why they ain't fix the potholes? Why they not paying for concrete? Why they ain't paying for certain vendors? This is what you should be really asking yourself, but y'all ain't asking the right questions. But yet you see, y'all drive past the little spot to get here about the school. That same gravel is still there. When we have water main breaks, they can't even buy supplies. They don't even have clamps to clamp the water main.
No
break.
problem.
This is how bad it is, but they're not telling.
I'll fill you in when I can with the best information I can. She has muddied the water so much it makes it very confusing to keep up with every single thing that of the shenanigans she's pulled.
Because they're not paying the bills. They have to pay the bills, but they're paying themselves. They're paying their friends. They're paying the contractors. They got the lawyer on there this evening. The lawyer making what? What is it? McGrath, what? $139,000. But they say we don't have money. If we don't have money, you're making a way for your lawyer.
Here's the thing. They have to have legal representation. That is part of what goes on in the village. They have to have legal representation for that particular township, county, whatever it might be. They will have legal representation to make sure that everything is run by law. This is a lawful assembly, and they have to run it by their lawyer. All of it to make sure they're in compliance. Also, she's in a lawsuit against half of these people that are sitting up here with her. She's in a lawsuit with them. She's suing them.
You're making a way for your friends. You're making a way for contractors that didn't do village work. So make that make sense. Someone point that out. Next on the agenda. You're gonna make sure you get her the veto first. Okay. Next on the agenda, is there a motion for the village report? Well, you wanna say your report? You got a report? You want to say your report? You got a report now? That's what I'm saying. Do you have? I just asked for the copy of the video. Yeah. You'll give? That's all. You just said I'm going to give the clerk. No, I didn't. I said I'm going to. Clerk, for the record, so she put in the record. The attorney's going to give the clerk my details, so she will have that. So stay tuned.
Good evening. I'm going to do my report right now.
Okay, Clerk.
Thank you.
So
I am asking for approval of the minutes for the regular Board of Trustees meeting on Monday, October the 7th, 2024.
Okay, so you
Can I
never
get
can
approval?
ask for a motion. That's my job.
Actually, she can. She can ask for a motion. Any one of the board members can ask for a motion. Yeah, it's not her job.
So I asked you, did you have a report? If you have a report, something you want to talk about?
Oh, geez. The backbiting, the stabbing, the fighting. Wonder how many firefighters bailed from this township. Quite a few, because they weren't getting paid, Cynthia. they were getting paid.
Mayor, can I finish?
You just said
I
you
let
asked
you
for a
talk.
motion.
Let me have the
You
floor.
just said you asked for a motion.
I said I asked for
Okay, go ahead.
approval,
Go
which
ahead.
I do every month. I'm asking for approval. Can you guys hear me? I did not ask for more. From the Board of Trustees for the minutes for Monday, October the 7th, 2024. Maybe if I speak lower, people will understand me.
I'm motion that we approve the meeting.
Okay,
minutes
it don't
from
work like
October
that, guys.
7th.
Y'all are so.
Yes, actually it does, sweetheart. Anybody can make a motion. Just because you're the mayor doesn't give you the ability to make any sort of motions. Anybody on the board can.
Out of order.
24.
So let me bring this back. So I always say, let me educate you. I got 2 lawyers on my side. You cannot ask for approval because approval is like asking for a motion. And trustee, you cannot recite a
The uneducated of how a meeting is run.
motion till I call for the motion. You guys don't follow no rules in here. Is everybody do what they want to do? Go look it up. And it'll tell you each step. But y'all want to surpass me and just do what y'all want to do. It don't work that way. Gosh.
Actually, sweetheart, it does.
All right. So the village clerk is asking for a motion to approve the regular Board of Trustees meeting on Monday, October 7th. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. It's been motion and second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
He got,
Oh, go ahead.
For the October 7th meeting, I wasn't present for that meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
aye.
Trustee Stan Brown wasn't present,
No.
so okay. Thank you. Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you, board. I appreciate
All right,
your
next we
assistance.
have village.
I'm still on the clerk's report. Can I finish talking? I didn't tell you. Let me finish.
Okay,
my
go
part. I did
ahead.
not interrupt you, Mayor.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a shit show. Come on, Snake, do your job. Oh, God.
Clerk, I asked you, did you have a
Okay,
report?
guys, let me just be clear. She mentioned something about me with supplies. I just want to correct that. Yeah, the village is low on supplies because none of our vendors want to give us supplies without cash first. So supplies are being ordered, but it's not that someone is neglecting their job. It's just simply because we are broke. You know, and you guys all know that. And when you talk about disrespect, and they're always talking about respect, but yet they sit here and disrespect. You have a clown sitting here who comes to work every day and don't work there. So I will apologize right now because I kind of stepped down a little bit, but if we were not broke, we would have supplies. And we're doing, and the staff is doing their best to get supplies. So it is not like I am here complaining.
Hey, Betty,
I am
how's
just
it going?
following up to find out where the supplies are. But they're
Yeah.
coming because they have been ordered. So that's what's really happening. And first of all, this is a board meeting.
Well, and this is what attracted me to it. That's awesome that you would notice that also. That sort of reminded me of it. So if you think that one little town in Florida and their little backwards ass kind of people running roughshod through stuff, just the only thing is this got more media attention. This was reported on. Her mismanagement of funds, her doing the shenanigans that she's been doing, her attitude towards all of her constituents, the people that voted her in the first place, is amazing to me. Amazing that she has not been censured and removed from office beforehand. I mean, it is amazing to me that she's gotten away with the garbage that she's gotten away from.
We should not be speaking on internal matters in a board meeting. I would not bring that here. Thank you very much.
All right. So Okay, if we're broke, how they're paying themselves. We're so broke, y'all not getting paper, ink, pens. If we so broke, why are they on this list to get paid? They got several different items to pay themselves as trustees. We so broke, why you paying for conferences? We so broke, why you paying for, you out of order, you out of order. So, why we so broke, why are you paying for this stuff? That's the problem.
Woman, shut
You out of
up.
order. And y'all don't want to follow our rules of order. When you can't take the heat, you don't have the floor, trustee. Please stop. But y'all got everybody on there. We so broke, you paying a lawyer $139,000, but we broke though, right? We can't do simple things. Can't do simple things like get supplies and items that's needed to do
That's
the
good,
day-to-day
Benny.
operation.
That's good.
That's the problem that's going on right now. So residents that do listen to me and pay attention to what's going on, you see it for yourself. But they give every excuses for why they trying to approve their stuff. Now get this warrant list and see what they approve this evening. And I'm going to veto it because I am not with it. But they're going to make sure they approve to pay all their friends, but we're broke, right? So we're not broke if you're still spending money on things that's not needed. So that's where we are with that. Village administrator report. What a village administrator at? What a village administrator?
Yep.
No village administrator. He's not here neither. Oh, he's still missing. And that's the other issue. Nobody comes to work. Nobody. It's a ghost town in our village. But go check the payroll. Check the payroll. Everybody's getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. And that's the problem that we have today, guys.
She is
You have to
stirring
respect
up the
that.
hornet's
That is
nest.
awful.
Go, Tiffany.
Engineers report.
Stir it.
Nothing. Department heads. Y'all got names by department heads. So let's get straight to it. Let's do corporate bills. Corporate bills. Electric warrant list. Is there a motion to approve the electronic warrant list? Is there a motion? Is there a motion?
That's right, Tammy.
Motion. Is there a second?
Second.
The motion second. Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, and here's the thing, Benny. I don't fault her for the broken English. I don't fault her for the broken English. This is not uncommon in communities where this is the way that you're brought up to speak. It's no different than a Southerner having a Southern accent or someone from Minnesota having that harsh Minnesota accent. It's no different. I don't falter for that. It's the environment that you're raised in that helps with those speech patterns. It's crazy. It's crazy. Trust me. It's not. I don't falter for that. And don't you stress it. Don't stress it, Benny. It'll be fine.
There are items on this electronic warrant list that it says it's from November 4th, but just even as you stated, some bills are still getting paid because the money is coming out the account. So I'm trying to figure out, I had a concern about 3 CINS that's still
awesome.
on here. And then I actually spoke to the vendor that came up today from TNT Cleaning, because she stated that she got paid through an American Express that Chief Lacey had August 5th for $1,550, but then on the AP warrant list, it has the same date with the same amount for a check to be cut. All other invoices have been approved by us. We're waiting for your signature on the check so they can be released. And then on last meeting, because we never received a written veto, so everything that happened October 7th is valid.
Oh, she called her out. It's just like, yeah, okay. So if you're doing a veto, it has to be a written veto according to them. You can't just verbally veto something. It has to be in writing. And the reason that they do this in writing, I can't tell if you're yelling or caps lock broke. It happens. Don't you worry about Benny. Don't you worry about Benny. Benny's fine. I'm not gonna shame Benny for this at all. It happens. It happens. Don't you stress it. A lot of people type in cap locks. I don't think they're yelling. I just don't like Tiffany speaking 100 words a minute. It's what liars like to do. Just overwhelm the other person. Exactly. I'm with you. I'm not yelling, I'm just blowing. I love it, Betty. No, you're good, Betty. Don't you stress it. I've seen you here before, and you're absolutely fine. And don't you start giving Benny a hard time, Frank. No, we're all good here. We're all good here. We're a very happy crowd.
Question was about these leases, which still, when you see the amount of money that has been spent for these vehicles, it's almost $70,000 just for these. And you keep hollering and telling the people we don't have no money, but this coming out the bank account. So I am a little concerned about what you're saying right now, but
Oh, that's awesome, Cheryl. Yeah, she put the so Henyard put the vendor up there knowing that the vendor already got paid. Ooh. Ooh, that's harsh. Damn, Cheryl. I did not know that. My glasses fell in the blender. Thanks, buddy. I love it. That's awesome.
I would like to make sure that 3CINS LLC comes off. And if you have some clarity, because the trustees
Thanks,
do
Cheryl.
not make the warrant list. Let me say it again. The trustees do not make the warrant list. The CPA, the village administrator, whoever conducts this list and provides it to us, could you please make sure that someone can answer why this is on the electronic warrant list and the AP warrant list?
All right, anyone else?
Yes,
Damn.
I have one question.
Henyard got called
because
out.
we received a few different lists. I want to make sure we're talking about the electronic list that has a total of $419,174.71. Is that the same one? We received 5 different lists in our packet.
Yes, $419,174.71. That's correct. For the electronic warrant list for payments for September 2024, and it was printed on November 4th, 2024.
Okay. And then the other question, I heard Trustee Belcher mention removing this item. Do we need a superseding motion for that, or what's the parliamentary way that we accomplish?
She could just remove it. She want to remove an item like y'all always do. Or y'all act like y'all don't know what y'all been doing. That's it. She want to remove an item. Y'all entitled to remove whatever item you choose.
I want it removed, but I also want someone to answer the question about why it's on the electronic list and it's on the AP list.
And your answer is this. You guys put this together. You should have asked the people when y'all put this together. The trustees put this list together, and that's before me. So I got this email just like y'all got an email. You guys consult with the VA, and y'all put together this list. So stop acting like y'all did not, because that's how it got created. Because if I had it my way, every bill would be on the list. So you guys didn't consult with me. Y'all put the list together, and that's where it's at. I had to put a motion on that just to get Robinson engineer pay. So you guys put it together. Now you want to play like y'all don't know what's going on. So take your item out and do what it is you will. And as it relates to not signing checks, you guys know this too. Jason House has been signing checks. He's not even on the bank account. So y'all need to stop playing the games. So tell the truth, shame the devil. But y'all study sitting up here lying about facts that I know and y'all know. So that's where we are. So there's a motion in a second. You want to remove the item and call the roll.
I have a comment on that, Mayor.
Go ahead.
I have not signed checks in 2 months. I have only signed the checks that Judge Cohen has given me the authority to sign. That will conclude my comment.
And that is.
Slapped. Damn. So she is a
liar.
100% liar. Oof. Damn.
Not true, but don't worry about it. I will prove it. All right, moving on. Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood. Aye. Trustee Stan Brown. Aye. Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. You said no? Okay. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda, a motion to
Oof.
approve the AP warrant list. Is there a motion to approve the AP warrant list? Hello, is there a motion?
May I read the warrant list into record, Mayor?
Go ahead.
Okay, the bills for November 4th had the corporate payments of $614,503.11. Gross payroll October 4th, $422,069.88. Gross payroll October 18th, $433,424.09. Melanie Fitness Center register, $1,244.32. Total corporate payments, $1,471,241.40. I motion that these bills be paid.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion?
Yes.
And as I said, Tiff pawned her golden microphone. Yeah, I bet she did. Damn. Well, and as I said before, any one of the board members can make a motion. And she knows this, but she just wanted to be a bitch. That's the best way to put it. She wanted to be a bitch. She wanted to assert her authority. And he did it as smooth and as calm as possible. I want to put a motion that we accept this and we pay that bill.
Go ahead.
Since you never answered the question for the electronic list, the TNT cleaning, which the young lady just stated that they're 4 months behind, but it's only 1 month on here because all the other months have been approved, but it's on the electronic warrant list. So I'm asking to remove it off the AP list and leave the $3,200 that's on the September invoice to be paid, because all other invoices have been approved. They just haven't been paid out. But
does Stan Brown now see that? I don't know, lady. I really don't know. It's a possibility that there is, that anybody can read those motions off. Andrew slumped over like Quasimodo. That's true. No, the way that the way that these board meetings work is any single person can put forward a motion. Any single one of them can, at any point in time, can put forward a motion. Another person can say, no, I want to discuss this more, and they can also pull that back into a closed session where it's discussed among all the trustees with the mayor included. Those are recorded. Those usually are recorded, but that's not for the public because they may be talking about things that are very particular business that that the public doesn't need to know about. And I've been part of running particular board meetings, just basically running the IT for board meetings. So these board meetings get pulled back in the back room. They discuss these things. And it might just be like, well, what do you think about X, Y, or Z? Let's come to a consensus. Someone's going to put forward a motion. But anybody at any point in time is able to put forward a motion on any particular thing in a board meeting. It doesn't matter who reads them. He may be doing it just to make sure that it's on record. It could be any number of reasons. But these, it appears from all the board meetings that I've been a part of and observed, that it seems that the trustees are trying to run this as smoothly as possible, as transparent as possible. And they're also not getting too caught up in the weeds where Tiffany is constantly changing the subject and bouncing around like a drunken pregnant rabbit. She has no cohesiveness about what she's saying. If you actually check what she is saying, you would find that 90% of what she says is a complete lie. And those things shouldn't be aired out in public. The only reason she's doing it is to attack the trustees, to make them appear incompetent. These are not these trustees actually do quite a bit of work for that particular township. Her goal is to basically make them look like they're doing incompetent work. So whenever it comes time for an election, that people don't vote for them to be in that position. It's all a power play for her. That's all it is.
I am saying this so it does not conflict with, it was on the electronic warrant list that was paid through the American Express. And I thought we didn't have no credit card. But and now it's on the AP warrant list. So that's the only reason I'm asking for it to be removed, because it's two different places. I want to be very clear so they don't think that I'm saying that not to pay y'all, but every other one has been approved by the board. The check just has not been issued.
Okay, so they haven't
Any
been paid.
other questions? Comments? Okay,
So the checks have been approved, but they haven't been sent out. Weird power play. She's just been playing victim and everyone else is at fault. Exactly. That is correct. That is correct.
for me, I have several things that's on this warrant list that you guys created. Core Consulting Group, that's the IT. I don't think they should be paid as relates to they haven't even been in the building doing work. Our employees have been sitting for months without anything to do. This is stuff y'all don't know because they stopped their internet access as it relates to email and then also systems access. So they couldn't produce or do any work inside the building. I bought this up.
Maybe she doesn't understand what IT is. I worked in IT for quite some time. You got booted. I'm sorry, Tammy. I didn't boot you. Okay, that was where you got booted from here and put into old chat. Oh, sorry to hear that. She must not apparently know how IT works because IT does a lot more than you think they do. Just because they're not in the building doesn't mean that they're not working. The way that an IT operation would properly work is that they are monitoring things that are coming in. If you're sending them bullshit emails over things that don't concern them, they're not going to respond to them. Oh, how nice. Kamala 2.0. Hey, Max Murrah. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. The way that IT generally is going to work is you don't want to see IT. You really don't want to see IT. The trustees don't make the warrant list. The CPA does the warrant list. She keeps trying to say it's the trustee. There you go. Good. That is good to know. That is good to know, Cheryl, because I did not know that. The way that IT is going to work, if she's getting pissed off because IT is not returning her emails, more than likely, she's making requests that they can't fulfill. Like if she's making requests of something to them, for example, I need you to pull this document from such and such. It's just like, but IT is going to laugh at her and go, that's not what we do. We make sure that your servers are up and running. We make sure that emails are getting to where they need to go. We're making sure that you're not being hacked. Make sure that you don't have any other issues that are going on that are computer related. That's what IT does. It's internet technology. An Amazon addict. I used to work on a board of trustees for 8 years. Damn, Cheryl. That's awesome. Yeah. So you probably know quite a bit how this shit works. You know, it's amazing to me that these folks don't understand some of the simplest things of like paying your freaking bills.
I've told it to trustees, especially Belcher, and I spoke to several other people about this, and they did nothing about it. So that's number one for the IT company. Number two, just to show you what I was saying, Odison, he got several invoices on here, and it's for $136,000, $580.52. That is for Odison. But y'all say we broke, can't buy paper, pens, and ink. This is my point. Next, the other issue on
No, you're going to pay your IT. If you want to have your computer system up and running, that shit costs money. Is she incompetent, or is it incompetence, or is she disregarding IT? She has to know this. No, she doesn't. It's incompetence. It's absolute incompetence. Okay. IT is going to be paying for your internet service. Okay. All of your computers that are coming in and out, they're going to make sure that everything is up and running. You don't have that stuff up and running, those phone calls that you're making, more than likely IT is using a voice over internet protocol system for your phone calls that are coming in, because it's much cheaper than having separate phone lines for every single person. So it's going to be on a VoIP. And whenever it's set up like that, they have to constantly monitor that, make sure that stuff is up and running. They have to make sure that whenever people are out of office, that shit is happening. Oh my freaking God. She has no idea what IT is doing for her. Especially if they're running out of an office building. I guarantee you, if they have multiple buildings that they're running, IT, if you don't pay them, your shit goes down. Don't mess with IT at all. All of your documents that you want to access, you ain't going to have access to it if you ain't got internet, sweet cheeks. Yes, exactly. Not to mention your DNS servers for directing the emails, everything. Exactly. All the business that they're trying to get done, these little computers that they have set up in here, yeah, IT is handling all that shit for you. You getting access to those files, that's IT that's handling that. You don't want to pay them. Guess what happens whenever you try to file that FOIA request? Sorry, you don't have internet access. Our DNS servers are down. Bitches. Pay us or your shit goes down. Don't ever mess with IT. These are the guys that will put a ping on your computer that'll just bounce back. Error 404. Exactly. And that's all that'll happen. You'll just get a spinning screen of death.
Here, you got Tammy Brown. Y'all say we broke. Here we go. Tammy Brown for $619.82. That's for Tammy. Last one, y'all had Kiana on there. Last one after that, y'all had Clerk on there. Y'all put everybody on there every single cycle, but rather than y'all miss it. So if they that broke, why don't pay y'all? Y'all say conferences, you ain't got no money. So don't pay for that and pay for the supplies and the things that's needed for our village to operate. On here, y'all put Robinson Engineer, and that's what.
Sweet cheeks, your IT is necessary for your village to operate. That little website you're trying to promote, that phone number you're trying to have people call, IT is going to shut your shit down in a heartbeat.
What I was speaking to. I added that on there as a line item to pay them their money. You only put on here for $5,116.33. I think they should be paid all their money. If you're paying your attorney $136,000, you should pay them all their money, because guess what? They are our water operators. Something really important, something really crucial. If that goes down or goes wrong, we are in trouble.
And guess what, sweetheart? Your IT handles that also. Because if people want to pay their bill electronically, IT is going to be the one that handles that. Go ahead. Don't pay IT. You got a budget for the training. Oh, Max Murrah. Nick R is acting IT for his former. Oh, God. No, Max. Why is he doing that? I shouldn't have sugar anymore. Her lawyers look disgusted. Her lawyers are just like, what the fuck is she talking about?
But they're not paying the people that do the important parts to keep our village above water. So I want to point that out, and all what I stated was for the record. So that's my statements. Do you guys want to remove Tammy Brown from this warrant list?
Excuse me, my $619 supposed to come out of fund that is for training for the trustees, which was $10,000 that we never seen. So my $619 compared to your $200,000 is nothing compared.
Oh,
so you want to talk about $619? talk about what you have spent.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Trustee,
Absolutely.
hold on.
Let's
So
talk
trustee,
about it.
you got that all so
No,
wrong.
you got it
And that's
screwed
what I
up.
stated
All
before.
the trips that
You gonna let me
take,
respond to
and you
you?
haven't brought
Y'all
back
can't worry about what I
anything for the
do. I
trips
didn't
that
take
you
anything
take.
from
I
here.
can see if you taking a trip and you
Nothing
bringing
from here.
something back
Show
for
me.
it. You're not bringing
Show
back
me.
anything
Show
for
me,
it.
trustee. You said a lot of lies. Please show me.
Man,
You keep saying I travel from here.
we go to
Y'all
the
mix
strike
up
every
both
year.
bodies of
We just
government.
don't see you there.
Okay,
And all the other mayors are there along with their board. We just don't see you there. So my 619, I'm entitled to it.
Trustee, you shouldn't be
I'm
getting 619 if the community is suffering. If the community is suffering, you guys shouldn't be getting anything. That's what y'all don't understand. You should not be getting.
So Henyard, that means you're not going to take any money? Is that what you're saying? That gold lame jacket that you've got that Elton John probably would have given you if you would have asked him?
600 of anything because we are without concrete to fix holes. We are without clamps to do water main breaks. Trustee, are you done?
No, I'm not done
Okay,
yet.
I'm gonna let you finish. Then I'll respond.
Her check. She gets her check just like we get our check. Again, we are in this position now because she screwed up the money. So now you
Yes. Oh,
point the finger at yourself. The reason why these vendors are not being paid because she didn't pay. And then you go out and get contracts, and who signed them? Who approved them? Again, do your job and know your job. Everything that's supposed to be with these vendors is supposed to come before the board, and they have not. So you got people on this warrant list from 22, 21, 19, 2021, 2022, 2023. Now you tell me whose fault is that? When the board has voted to pay these vendors and they're not being paid. So whose fault is that?
that's right.
Somebody
That's
answer
right,
that
girl.
for me. Whose fault is that? And you want to cry about $619. I give you $619.
All right, well, give it back to me, please. I want it back. So today, take your name off here and give the $619 back. So you're going to make a motion to give it back, trustee? So make sure you give it back. So let's clear up some things, because this is what they...
I'll tell you what, Tiffany, you mouth breathing. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Just get me in trouble.
Confuse you guys at. As it relates
Jariah, oh my God, who's running sound? Do they use high school team? No, they're using a bunch of DJs. That's what they're using. these are DJs running it. They've got wireless mics, and oh my God, they bought the cheapest crap that they possibly could afford. And I feel bad for them. Don't fault them for it. She can't give it back if it's not already paid, dummy. That's right, Cheryl. That's right. No, don't worry. Yeah, that makes sense now. Yes, they're DJs. They're used to doing weddings. I can't run sound everywhere, man. I can't run sound everywhere. If I could, oh my God, I could get their sound so much better. They just don't have any clue. It's not their fault. They're used to running, music shows.
to them getting things for travel. It is a bill. This has nothing to do with a paycheck.
I
So when
agree.
she make
Thank you,
innuendos
Cheryl.
about, did you get your check? Y'all got y'all check too, and y'all don't do nothing. So this is a separate bill that comes off the list. So she's getting that extra $619. As it relates to budget, and she says a budget line item, it's a budget line item to travel for anybody. So how is it good for them, but not good for me?
Oh.
You cannot say tomato. You got to sit here and basically go off of what it is. Right now, trustee, you just said you want to give it back. Please do that. Amend this warrant list and give it back. Because I'm going to call you on your bluff and you said you won't, you're going to give it back. So let's make a motion. Let's make
the
a
money
motion.
is there for training.
Trustee,
The money
I have
is
floor.
there
Hold on,
for
trustee.
training.
So basically,
At the end of the
give
day.
it back. Give it back, trustee. So do y'all want to amend that motion? Because trustee just stated she want to give the money back. Okay. She want to give the $619 back. Do anybody want to amend the motion?
Thank you. I
Do
appreciate
anybody
that.
want to
Thank you.
amend the motion? Trustees? Nobody?
Can we get it moving?
Trustee, you don't run a meeting, I do. That's your problem. So you just stated you want to give the $619 back. So
It is
please,
8:14. Can we keep
put
it
your money where your
moving?
mouth is.
Can we
Please give
keep
it back.
this? Can we get back to business?
Our own business. This
Can
is
we get
discussion.
back to
It's
business?
discussion. You talked all that
Can we-
stuff about
can
you
we
wanting
get back to business,
$619 back.
Can we get back to
So let's
business?
give it back, trustee.
I
Have a
love it.
motion,
To call the
amend it,
vote.
amend it, and let's go.
Second.
I didn't call for the motion. You guys cannot supersede me, and that's y'all problem. When we
Yes,
in
they
discussion,
can.
We're in discussion. At the end of the day, you made a statement. I'm calling you on your statement. Your
She's
statement
about to get
was,
called
I will
out.
give you
She is about to get called out. Oh, this is going to be glorious.
the $619. Cool. Let's
Mayor,
make
Mayor,
amendment.
Pardon me,
and
Mayor.
give the $600 back.
Parliamentary procedure. You have two attorneys sitting next to you. You can ask them. They can make a motion for the roll. They absolutely have that right.
I still have to acknowledge you, sir. So until I acknowledge you,
I don't
in
care. I
discussion.
don't care if you acknowledge me or not. You have two attorneys here. Ask them what the parliamentary procedure is.
Okay, it don't work like that. So you could be smart.
Oh, she just got slammed. Yes. Yes. Yeah, she just told the other lady to shut her mouth. Yep. And yes, they can. Yes, they can make those motions. She doesn't know how it's run. Yeah, very unprofessional, Benny.
Mouth at all you want. You should take $436,000 out. That's what you should do. If we that broke,
Okay.
why you over here taking all the money from our village?
Okay.
If we that broke, you should give all that money back.
There is a motion and a second to call the roll.
So anyway, as I was stating, we're in discussion, and as it relates to discussion, I'm stating
That's how you do it. That right there, that gentleman right there, this gentleman right here, professional. As Megan would say, that gentleman right there is professional. He said, no, according to parliamentary procedures, you have an attorney right here. You have an attorney right here. And they will tell you the exact same thing that I'm telling you. Anybody on the board has the right to call a motion. Yeah, her lawyer just told her she was wrong. That's right, Cheryl. That's right, he did. Yes, he did. He said, no, you're wrong. You can't do that.
that Tammy Brown should give her $619 back and 82 cents. I'm also asking for the board to give back the $136,000 that Oderson and McGrath and Frazier and Murphy is getting. You should make a revised motion to give everyone their money.
Let me clear the air. Let me clear the record
You out of
here.
order. You out of order. You said you had nothing else to say, right? Okay, then don't say nothing. So that is my
Don't say
motion.
nothing.
Those are my motions as it relates to
The $619 is on the warrant list to be
give it
paid.
back. It's amazing
not
you got so
paid.
much to say.
It's not paid.
Trustee.
It's on the warrant list to be paid.
Correct. So take it out. Take it out.
I'm done.
Thank you. I thought you was done a long time ago.
Are we calling for the vote?
All right, so that's what it is. Okay, so nobody wants to do it, right? All right, call the roll.
Call the roll.
Thank God. Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher. Motion passed to pay corporate bills, AP warrant list.
Okay, remember, when you walking down the sidewalk and you trip, they could have paid for it. All right, here we go. Is there a motion?
Wow. Wow. It's not an order. She doesn't understand the phrase. She's just getting nasty. Oh, she gets nastier. She's not done yet. It gets worse. It gets so much worse.
To approve an ordinance 24-015, engaging the village, and it's not the village, it's trustees council. Let's clear that up. Legislative council as the attorney for the municipal officers electoral board of the village of Dolton. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second. Okay, so the attorney has advised me, which I know you know, because you're a lawyer down there, knows this too. This is an improper item placed on the agenda. This board has no merit as it relates to the electoral board. They know that, I know that, and he definitely knows that. So you guys cannot put a motion on the floor before this body to choose your own legislative counsel to be the counsel for the electoral board. So, Attorney McGrath, I think
Actually,
you
they
should advise
can.
your client, whoever placed this on here, that that's not legit.
With all due respect, Mayor, you're completely wrong. There's been a motion and a second. It's properly on the agenda. Either one of the attorneys sitting next to you can advise
And the
you.
attorney did just advise me, sir, and that's why I'm speaking to it.
Mayor, if you could just let me finish. Either of the attorneys can advise you if they call to question anything on the agenda. There's another procedure they could follow and take that to a different venue, and I welcome them to do that.
Oh, slapped again.
Okay, so let's call it off.
Ugh.
Okay, so he stated that it is still improper. I stated what I stated for the record.
She
It's
stays
illegal
wrong.
to
That's
do.
right.
And then
That's right,
also,
girl.
just so people understand what this is, because a lot of people don't understand this lingo. We have an electoral process. The electoral process is when someone challenges you as it relates to you filing your petition. When you file your petition, we have to create a body as it relates. Okay, the attorney want to explain.
Counsel, with all due respect, I advise the mayor that this is not.
You out of order, stop. Go ahead.
I advise the mayor, council, that this is not the municipal officers electoral board. That board is different from this board. This is the Village of Dolton's trustees board, right? The MOEB is a statute, is a creature of statute, according to ILS 510, 510, council. This is not that board. That motion should be properly addressed by the proper board.
Are we in comments, discussion?
No, we're talking, the attorneys was talking to each other as it relates to that it's an improper item on the agenda, and he just gave him the rules, the state statute of where.
That's not how it works. Hey, Ballstorm. Oh, watching these people like, okay. This is an attorney. She looks like she's still falling asleep. And she is an idiot, I guess is the best question. Like, she's clueless. And he may be right. I don't know what their statutes are, but according to the attorney that's over here on the other side, you can't see him. He's like, no, that's not how it works. Yeah. The lady lawyer is sleeping. She's snoozing. She's just like, I'm just being paid to be here. And this is ridiculous. But hey, I'm collecting a paycheck. So screw you guys.
This item should be is not before this body. They do not control the electoral board. Guess who controls it? It's myself, it's the clerk, and it's the senior trustee. Those are the three individuals that's on the electoral board. They know that, I know that, we know that. So to put it right here for a vote before you guys, it's improper. It's not the way it works or goes. Let alone you want to basically appoint your legislative counsel when you're the one
Damn
being
right.
challenged.
That's not true.
When you're being challenged in that process. So I'm just pointing that out.
That's
as
not
relates to
true.
What's going on?
So there was a motion and a second. Are we in discussion?
I understand that. So you gonna let me finish?
I want to talk.
All right, he said, go ahead. Y'all gonna vote on it? Go ahead. All right, call her up. Trustee,
Are we in discussion?
oh, y'all got something to say? Go ahead.
I do. So, to be very transparent, since he started quoting ILCS, whatever he was quoting, it would be unfair to anybody when Mayor Henyard is running, Jason House is running, the clerk is running. So for it to be no inconsistencies and nobody saying somebody did this wrong and somebody did that wrong, the purpose of putting this on the agenda is for the county to be the electoral board where they're not biased because of all of these people that are running are be there. So yes, you are the mayor, but if all of y'all are the people that's on the ballot, that would be unfair. So the purpose of this ordinance, and I'm sure if you read it, you would see that it's for the county to come step in so there will be no biases of anybody that put in any objections, because the only person that put in objections is DeMarcus Quigley against us because they couldn't find nothing else to do.
So,
Oh, slap down. Her point is the reason that they're giving the electoral is for the county to be able to handle it, because they feel that the mayor, I'm not sure if he's considered a vice mayor. Did you miss a troll? I don't think you did. Heard there was a troll in here earlier. I don't know about any trolls. I didn't notice any trolls. Did anyone else? No trolls here that I know of. No, everybody's been pretty damn cool. We've been watching this year. No trolls that I know of. We're good over here. I don't know what you're talking. See, you stop it, Puddle Town, or I'm going to slap you like a little bitch. Damn it. No, you haven't missed any trolls. You're good. Hasn't been fed up with her for months. Tiffany House and Clerk. Yes. Thank you for bringing it back around, Cheryl. Yes. Tiffany House and the mayor are all on they're running for re-election. They're all on the ballot. And the reason that they want the electoral to handle this, they want the county to handle this, is because they believe that anybody trying to pass any sort of resolution would be biased in this matter. So they want to make sure that it's done properly and without any bias in this committee. That's all that it means. Thank you very much, Cheryl, for bringing that back.
just for the record, you still got it wrong. Everybody that knows the process, been through the process, remember, I've been elected since 2013. As it relates to you removing someone from the body, if you feel they're biased in any way, they do a public member. That's how it goes. They bring a public member in and they replace the person that's sitting there, especially if they're the one running. That's how it goes. So for you guys to try to supersede the process and place this on the agenda is wrong. That is not how it goes. Like
proper.
I said, y'all give misinformation to the public and not the right information. But this is your way of, again, trying to control the situation at hand. Please do your homework.
That's not how it works, sweetheart.
Believe the hype of what goes on around here. But
it's like,
we're
you
done.
might want to shut up.
I'm letting it go. All right, moving on. Call the roll, please.
You might want to shut up.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Abstain.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda.
She hated that.
Number 24-016, amended Title 5 of the Municipal Code.
How does she sleep at night? Probably with her ankles around her neck. I mean, I would assume something like that. I would assume. I'm sorry, that's bad. I shouldn't say that. Sorry, that was improper of me to say that. I don't know how she sleeps at night.
Code of the Village of Dolton concerning penalties for violations of the Village Animal Control Ordinance. Is there a motion?
I'll motion.
Is there a second? Second. All right, is there a motion second? Any discussion?
Yes, so at the last meeting, we had discussion regarding residents receiving high fines for their loose animals. We had the discussion, and myself, I've spoken to some residents, and with
Hey, you freckle ginger.
We decided that we don't want to outprice, or our job is not to make the fines so high that the residents cannot afford them. We do understand that accidents happen with dogs and animals, so we do understand that. So we changed the fee and the fine. Instead of it being $500 on the first offense, we changed it to $150 for the first offense, $250 for the second offense, and $500 for the third offense. We are in hopes that residents just be mindful. Be mindful of your neighbors. We do understand that accidents happen. However, we want to also be safe, and that's
What,
the main
everybody's
goal.
riding
So
her? What?
we are changing the price, and we will make a lot of other changes over the next few months. I've noticed enormous amount of animals loose. I've been in this village 20 plus years and I've never seen so many stray animals. The problem is not the animals that are that the residents own. The problem are abandoned animals. So we need animal control. I brought it up once before. You stated that we have animal control, but what you really meant is we have an animal control vehicle. So
So Tug Simp was the troll and started rumors? Probably. Can your dog poop in your own yard, or is that a fine? That's awesome. Oh, Tim's acting like a thug. Yeah, take your dog to the mayor's yard. God, you guys are cruel. Yeah, I don't know. That's not her yard, though. That's the thing. She doesn't even pay rent. So what do you expect, man?
we do have an animal control vehicle that you purchase unapproved by the board, $80,000. It was approved by the board, but there was no process. And when we see here, that's our whole concern as a board, the process. It's not necessarily that the ideas that you come up with, we're not against the ideas, but everything needs a process and a procedure. So we are supposed to have animal control. We should have found people we should have found certified people to run the animal control. Right now, our issue is we had an issue. I called around. I've done my research. I've spoken with the county. They have an issue because they said that we have an officer, an ex-officer, who wasn't following the process. So because they wasn't following the process and they were doing unimaginable things with the dogs, the county suspended our need to they're not allowing us to operate right now. So what we need to do is figure out how we can become licensed with the state again so that we don't have these issues and that we could eventually hire someone certified to run animal control so that we can have the animal control in place for the residents. I also called the Humane Society. Once upon a time, we did have animal control, and the process was when a resident called, the animal control would pick up the animal and they would take them to the Animal Humane Society. Well, they said that we owe them money. So right now, they're not allowing the animals to come there. So the issue is now we have.
So they're doing unimaginable things with the animals? No, with all the animals. What does that mean? More than likely, they were euthanizing the animals, and they weren't doing it properly. Yeah, you're not supposed to do certain things, and they probably suspended them from continuing whatever it was that they were doing. Unimaginable things, don't know. I wasn't there, but I can only imagine that it wasn't a pretty sight. Yeah, she needs a pop filter.
Have nowhere to place them, so they're just running.
The problem is all of these are DJs that hooked up these wireless mics. They're probably running off of the same system. They're getting all kinds of feedback. And because the people can't hear themselves, they're gonna yell into that microphone because they have no idea. It sounds like absolute ass. Does that lady work for McDonald's drive-thru? Yeah. The voice sounds familiar, doesn't it? No, that the problem is they can't hear themselves. The quick way to handle this would be to set up a couple of monitors up in front of them that were blasting back at them, so that way they could hear themselves. So that's why they're holding the microphones really close to their face, why they're talking very loud. If they just had a monitor that they could hear themselves, that would eliminate the problem. The monitors are facing out towards the audience that's out there, and that's why they're so distorted, and also they don't have any sort of filters on them whatsoever. So yeah, it sucks.
Running around the town, procreating and making more. when we just want to get control of the issue. So this is the first step. Thank you.
All right, anyone else?
Now, if they were smart, they would just leave the microphone in its stand and just speak normally. Then they would be fine. But I don't expect them to know it. Testes 1, 2, testes.
I think you
1,
guys should
2.
pay the bill. If you pay the bill, you got somewhere to take down. So that's an excuse. And as it relates to these ordinances that you put together, I think you guys are way behind the 8 ball. Y'all had over 3.5 years to do something, and you guys haven't created anything. But now, guess what? It's election time, so you're digging in the crates trying to create whatever possible, such as play with animals. I think that you guys are going down the wrong road with the animals. I think you guys should leave the fees where they are. I think you should actually increase them, because what they don't tell you, or they're not telling you, is you know how many people have got attacked by dogs in Dolton? These all police reports right here. Police reports. People getting mauled to death. Did y'all know that in Dolton? These are reports that we got. But yeah, we talking about charging $100 for a loose dog, a pit bull. I'll give you a story. We was out running about what, 2 months ago, Will? 2 months ago. When I say a pit, was that a pit? What kind of dog that was? A pit was loose. Chased the mail lady down the street. She was screaming her heart out. I had to call the police because we weren't gonna get bit too. We waited, called the police, but when the police came, the person came and got the dog already and left. I asked the young lady.
So she's fine. Mauled to death? Yeah. That means they couldn't hear a damn thing after the pit bull attacked them. Pit bull is going to come up. Here we go with the audio problem is an impedance mismatch feeding the stream and overloading. It don't sound like that there. Yeah. No bad dogs, just the bad owners. So, well, that's you can't find the dogs, but you can find the owners. And she wants to increase the fines on the owners. And here's the thing: if a dog is running loose, then yes, the owner should be fined for that. But you should also make it more punitary than trying to break the bank with them. Some of my chat is not getting through. Sorry. It happens. And it's a YouTube thing. YouTube's having all kinds of issues. Hell, earlier tonight, YouTube shut completely down the stream and froze it up. So I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, she's over. Yeah, I agree, Cheryl.
Is she okay? She wants to work, do her route. But these are issues that we got in our
Well, that's
town.
a federal
Another
thing
issue.
too.
I drive around the town. This is what.
By the way, if you guys ever decide to like run a mail worker off the road or hit somebody, that's driving a mail truck, just know that that's a federal offense. Like whenever you were kids and you might have just gone like smacking, mailboxes with a baseball bat as you were driving by, that's considered a federal offense. And it is, they will come after you pretty harsh on those. So, just an idea, don't mess with the mail carriers because you will get your ass in all kinds of trouble.
People should know about me because I care. So about school time, I'll say 3:30. You had 2 King Corsos. I think I got them right. Them big vicious dog loose. These are all recorded because I called the police. So these are all in reports that you can go check. So remind you, kids getting out of school. So if people running down the block and the dog chasing them, what do you do? Until it happened to you, you will understand why people got strict penalties in place to protect you, resident, because
you know what you do if a dog is charging you? You turn on them. Yeah, those dogs are not that bad. No, they're not. You turn on a dog. One of my buddies and I, we were walking home from where the fuck was it? It was I think it was a Circle K that time. We were picking up some beer at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. We're walking back. We've got like a case of beer, and this freaking Rottweiler jumps a damn fence. And he was barking in the first place, jumps the fence, comes running at us, like charging us. I turned around and yelled at the dog, and that dog stopped and was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I wasn't expecting that. I wanted something to chase. Yeah, the dog turned around and just kept at a distance barking and yelling, and we just continued on our way. Most dogs are doing things to protect their neighborhood, and doesn't seem most does seem. Yes, I'm so emotional, so emotional. When you say beer, now let me go get mine. Yeah, that's right. Grab a beer. Grab your ice cold beverage. Make sure that your vocal cords are well moisturized.
One guy got ate up, and it was behind
Ate up, huh?
Dow's house by 2 pigs or Germans or something. He said she told me. So I'm saying that the
You don't know the difference between a pit and German, then sweetheart, you are in the wrong damn hood. Because I can tell the difference between the two.
say that when all this happened.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah, yeah. I don't play whenever if a dog wants to come and attack, that would be a bad idea because that will be one very hurt dog. That would be one very hurt dog. I don't cower to animals like that. Ain't no dog biting her. No, there ain't no dog biting her at all. Not long ago, a teen here went to jail for not coming and telling me he ran over your mailbox, and the cops went and arrested him and charged him with mailbox vandalism. Oh yeah, they will. Oh yeah, they will.
Happened, and the man had to get skin grafts. So y'all talk about these things, but don't look into it and do it all for click and views and for political gain. But yet y'all ain't doing y'all job of research. You should leave the fees where they are. You guys should actually increase them and hold people accountable, because when one of those dogs get loose, what are you going to do? All you gonna say is we're gonna charge them $100? That's it.
No, you'll end up with a dog that's no longer living. If a dog is attacking somebody, you will put that dog down. Simple as that. That there's no playing around with that. And I'm not talking about animal cruelty, going and looking to mistreat animals. I'm saying that if a dog attacks somebody, that dog will be put down. Fall Storm, shame on you. No, if a dog is attacking somebody, it will be put down. There's no call for that. That usually comes from somebody that doesn't know how to raise an animal at all.
See? But your person's ate up sitting on the.
I love animals, by the way, and I don't like seeing harm come to them unless they're damn squirrels. Not Peanut. Peanut was a domesticated squirrel. Peanut is fine. Talking about the damn squirrels that come over and eat all the birdseed.
The ground. Like, make that make sense. It makes no sense to me. I think you guys should revisit this, either table it for another day, or you should increase the numbers so that people are accountable for their dog that is eating up people in our village. So that is my comments for it. I pray that the board consider them and amend that ordinance.
No, Beth, she's just mad because some dog took her old weave. That's all. She's just mad. Absolutely. Justice for Peanut and Fred. That's right.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to conclude with this before I vote. Again, I heard your stories, and your story is every reason why we need animal control. We need animal control. We need you to figure out how you can make things right with the state so that we can be certified, so that we can actually get certified people to operate the $80,000 plus truck.
Lisa, you have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for swinging on by. You're always welcome here. Appreciate you. Sleep well.
That's been sitting for 3.5 years. And when I stated it, I heard you say, well, it's 3.5 years later, and I never mentioned it. Anyone watching the meetings, which they watch, they know that a few months ago when I mentioned it, you said we do have animal control, Trustee Norwood, and that's what you stated. So all I'm stating to the residents is I know that she done flew from Vegas to Atlanta doing a whole media tour with the whole entourage, paying $50,000 for travel here, $50,000 for travel now there. Now we're broke, and she wants to put the fines on the residents of the taxpayers. And to me, that's not fair. So with that being said, I vote to amend the fees so that we're not overpricing it and making it too.
Shh. Those are not domesticated squirrels. Those are vicious little creatures that went through our blueberries, our raspberries, our bird food, and we're talking like hundreds.
Ridiculous, where the residents can't get their loved ones back in reference to their animal, because their animals are loved ones to some people. So that's my stance, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, so let me remind y'all of what's what. As it relates to our animal control.
That's right.
unit,
They were little
we do have
gangster
animal control
thug
unit.
squirrels.
And trustee knows that. So for her to get up there and lie and say 3.5 years we ain't had no animal control, because we went on her block that she don't live at. She don't live at the address. I'm mad that I didn't challenge you on that. But anyway, when we got to that address, it was 2 loose dogs that we went and picked up with the animal unit that she keeps saying we don't got. And she gonna call and make a post and say, hey, it's 2 loose dogs. Why you didn't call us? Why didn't you call the police? It's kids out there. I got the call from one of the residents to show up and show out and get the dogs. So this how important this is, but she studied.
We don't talk about that here, Tammy. We don't talk about that here. That would that'd get me in all kinds of trouble, possibly. You don't live at the address that the landlord wants to. Yeah, exactly, Cheryl. You don't live at the address that the landlord wants to rent from. That's right. Storm, check your Discord.
Hide behind other stuff, going left on other things. Talk about this right here, right now. We need to amend it and make it right. Somebody get ate up. Just remember, y'all look for Trustee Norwood, because she the one put this in place, because $100 is not going to help you with your conflict, because them dogs are loose. People jump over gates all the time, meaning they're animals, and then they have to find the owner, and some of them don't even have tags. So they ain't got no tags. Who do you charge? Now the dog just loose, ain't got a tag, and ate up everybody in the community. Make that make
That's
sense.
right.
So all I'm saying to you guys is I've pleaded with the board, I've asked them to reconsider and re-advise, revise this, and then we can move forward. But if you're going to take that stance,
It's a wireless
I will
hole
be vetoing
puncher.
it, by the way, just so we're crystal clear to the public. So if they pass this, it will be vetoed at the next meeting. All right.
Residents call down police department and see if there's any animal control for yourself.
Anything else?
So you know.
All right. Call the roll, please.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right. Next on the agenda is
Jesus.
there a motion to approve ordinance number 24-017, authorizing and providing for the issuance of its 1.6 million taxable general obligation bond series 2024 of the Village of Dolton, Cook County, Illinois, for the levy of a direct annual tax significant to pay the principal and interest of said bonds, and approving a tax escrow agreement. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
There a motion and a second? Any discussion? Call her out.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
She brought her attorney in there way back in the day. Dolton was pretty nice. I bet it was. We'll call. I mentioned you on your stream today. I hope you don't mind. No, I don't mind. You're absolutely fine. Appreciate you. You're good people, man. We're all here having a wonderful time. That's what it's all about. Having a good time in a place where everybody enjoys hanging out and just talking shit, because that's what we do. Damn it, Will Call. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? This is supposed to be a happy place.
Motion passed. You know, President goes to majority, scared to vote for that tax levy increase. Okay, next on the agenda, is there a motion to accept the memo regarding the enforceability of the vehicle lease purchase agreement for the Ford Expedition? Chevy in the Chevy Tahoe in the Durango.
Okay, that's good to
Yeah,
know. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion? Call the roll.
Aye.
Never. It's usually my name is usually associated with some curse word, sack. Always. The Bob Ross live stream. Thank you. It's awesome. We got happy flowers here. Very happy place to be.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Next, is there a motion to declare the lease purchase agreement unenforceable and to return the Ford Expedition Durango Chevy Tahoes to the lender? Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion?
Oh,
Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, I'm gonna go back. My bad, Trustee Holmes. Go ahead, Trustee.
You guys are hilarious. You guys are killing me. Oh yeah, Russ is coming and Tiff knows it. That's so true. That's so true.
The cars that we are discussing is one of the Chevy Tahoes, which one of the person that's the detail drives, which is a luxury vehicle. It's not a police car that's on the street. The other one is the Expedition that the fire chief had. The other one is a Tahoe that it was sitting, and then the Durango that the previous chief had. If you tallied up just those four vehicles of the lease, it's $9,145 per month, which would save us $109,740 a year. $40 a year. So this is not any cars that's coming off of the street for the police. These
Yeah, it don't matter. Gonna skip over that.
You get fired quick. Normally, you go in HR office and they ask you to give those things. If you don't have them, they say give them the next day or whatever. So I just think this is just a waste of money.
That businesses get the license they're entitled to.
All right.
The
Here we
village
go.
gets sued, 'cause we
I'm skipping
approved it,
over some
and
of
they
this
do an
stuff.
inspection, and you go in, some fall down on you. You go cook some raw meat, and it's not cooked to a certain temp. But we approved them. It gotta make sense, guys. I need you to see that and stop just going with the hype of negativity, because that's not what it is. We want people to do things the right way, and then they have no problem with being approved. I just don't think they should be coming before a board that don't work there, that don't know if they did A through Z. So that's where it's at. So that's what we need to work on. So that's my statement for it. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah.
How much those nails cost you
Go
there,
ahead.
Tiff?
Okay. On this business specifically has submitted everything to the village administrator as well as the Ms. Carlisle who's doing the permits. So if you have questions, I would say please have an employee contact the administrator and they can provide that documentation to them. That's on this business specifically. I will say prior to this administration, the board did not need to be involved in business licenses. This is the least business-friendly administration that I've ever seen. That's right. It takes more, it takes businesses up to 6 months and they get no responses, no answers. That's the reason the board created this process. If the employees will do the job and make sure these people are followed up with and comply, we have no problem getting out the way. The board is not trying to oversee all this stuff. We're doing this as many other things because the job is not being done. Once the job is getting done, the board can fall back and just do the legislation that we signed up to do. At this point, it's not happening. So please, I would welcome people to do their job. I would welcome the departments to go back to the employees. And when that time comes, we'll get out of it. But at this moment, we are trying to make sure that businesses get the license they're entitled to because of this board, 23 businesses got the license that they need. Dolton is the only community that in order to get a business license or a liquor license, you need an attorney. Why the hell is that necessary? It doesn't make sense at all. So when we talk about bringing business, we have to make it more business friendly. We have to let the
Oh, me
businesses
too.
go, and that's what this board is doing.
All right, so right
Good
now,
job.
you guys
Well done.
are impeding on the day-to-day operation. That is not your job. That is not your job to do, and you're impeding on the day-to-day operation as a trustee. Y'all job is to legislate. That's all y'all do. You guys cannot sit here and circumvent the process. The process is what it is as it relates to a business coming into our community. And if people get their stuff right, they wouldn't have to go through all of this if they make sure they do it right the first time. I have made videos and showed you guys of people going on fake news, and I've showed you the truth. So that's just what it is. And for people to get up here and grandstand like they're not doing their job, stop it. Tomorrow, show us what you feel that they got, because they don't have it. We checked today, and I made sure we got our facts before we came to this meeting, and they don't have what they need. And then as it relates to the second company, what is it that they want to do? Now it's a sports complex. What is this? So every time you guys put something on there and then approve it, but no one else knows what's going on. But then yet y'all use me for the headlines in the news. But you the one that's sitting here creating all the tension and all the things
bitching
in our community because you guys voted for it. But the problem is the mayor is the executive branch. I know. Good question. Where is the VA? And that's the other issue. VA's never here, don't do his job, don't communicate with people. He reports, guess to who? The mayor. And he's been reporting to the board of trustees. So who really is running what? But yet y'all point the finger. It's not right. It's not
most
fair.
infamous mayor.
I just want to say that.
Yes,
so,
I do,
again,
Angie.
y'all can approve
Yes,
it
I
all you
do.
want. It will be vetoed. The person needs to come up into compliance with us, the village. Once they come in compliance with the village, it's not a problem with approval. But they must do that. They must follow the steps. So I want that for the record. So once you guys go and do these political games, put things on here for political plays, make sure they follow the
Woman, here's the thing. Stop with the stagger breathing where you're talking like this and then you just constantly say things that make no sense because you like to hear yourself talk. I would hate to be any man around you because I guarantee you that he's just going, woman, if you just don't shut up, I'm just going to punch you. It's just, woman, stop it. Stop it, woman. Just give me a thumbs up and I'll bring you on, brother. I just want to make sure that we're good. We're good beforehand. But this is gonna be awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, this is the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh dear Lord. Sorry, it took me a minute to adjust the antenna on top of the Best Western here. So, that's how that goes. Took me a minute.
This lady is so she does this stagger breathing that just drives me nuts.
Oh, God.
It's like I want to throat punch her, just like stop.
Shut up, bitch.
Well, because she's talking and then she takes this quick breath and then she says a few more words and you cannot get a word in edgewise. It's just like, oh, lady, you're driving me nuts. It's just like the food pantry has mice. Those nails are $1 at Dollar Tree. Jeez. You think she's paying $1 for that shit?
Shit.
Yes, I've noticed that before about her breathing. It's intentional. It's because that's how you know she's lying, that she's talking. Exactly. No, it's common for people to do that because she doesn't want to be interrupted. So she does those stagger breaths. She does not pause at all. It's just word salad.
God, I can't stand those people.
That's where we are. All right, Colorado. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, trustee.
Yeah, want to need a motion to table it.
It's been a motion to table it. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and second to table it. Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
No.
Trustee Holmes. Yes. Trustee Belcher. Motion failed.
All right. Oh, look at
Motion
that.
failed.
Thank you.
You can't table it.
Next is
Sorry, no, correct that. This is a motion to table item 12G.
next. Is there a motion to approve a settlement agreement in the amount of $900,000 to Camille Williams versus Dolton settlement? Okay.
Oh. $900,000 settlement. Her attorney,
Yeah.
her attorney's like,
I'll
nope.
make the motion.
All right. Let's pause for 1 minute. Attorney got a question.
Attorney got a question.
Okay, this attorney right here,
Yeah,
has no right to be there. Just so,
so
you
why
know
is he
that,
there? Why is he there?
because of her. So these two people right here, those two people are her attorneys. She brought them in.
They're her personal attorneys. They're not attorneys for the county or whatever this municipality is.
No, the village, that's their attorney right there. That's their attorney.
All right. That's their attorney or her attorney. There's a big difference.
Okay. So there is a big difference. These two people are the ones that she brought in.
Okay.
All right. Now, this attorney, and I'll point him out right here. This attorney right here was appointed by a judge to come in and handle everything that's legal going on within the village.
Okay. So he represents the village.
He represents the village. He represents the trustees. He was appointed by a judge to make sure that everything and the state's what is it? What is the attorney, the head attorney of the state? Attorney General of the state to handle this shit. This is the reason why they're in this venue and not in that cramped little building they were in before.
This is why he is the only white dude in the building.
Oh, he's not the only white dude in the building, but he is the only white dude sitting up there. So he is mandated to be here. It's not like whatever. No, he's mandated to be there to make sure that they have no choice whatsoever. This is by a judge's order that he's there. And he's being paid by whom? He is being paid by the village of Dolton. No, he's being paid by the village of Dolton.
Oh, okay.
It's on their dime. They have to have someone there. They have to have legal representation.
Gotcha.
These people that he brought in, and I went over this earlier on in the stream, if you had been here for the beginning of it, basically everything that these two attorneys showed up for that she personally appointed, are there of their own volition. And this attorney that I've got the arrow over is going, they have no standing here. They have no reason to be here. This is her playing political bullshit.
Yeah.
Like he brought in what the judge ordered him to do. And he was just like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do. He's called him out multiple times. You can't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Cause she's it's a mess. This attorney's like, nope, that's not how it works. Nope. He's going, no, you can't do that. That's not how it works. You're an idiot. No. Yes, this is a settlement that was ordered by a judge. You have to pay this.
There's no voting on this. You don't have a choice.
She's gonna go. And
Okay,
she's
I think. Are you tabling it? What you doing?
you tabling it?
Ain't nothing to table.
Okay, well, so what are y'all doing? Tabling it? Okay, is it a motion to table? All right, so motion to table. Is there a second? There motion and second. Call the roll. Call the roll. Clerk.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown, Trustee House,
Aye.
Trustee Holmes,
Oh, they're
Trustee
tabling it. Okay.
Belcher. Motion tabled.
Mayor, if I may.
Yeah, she
attorney
keeps
has
looking
a
the same
statement about it
brown.
being from a federal judge, so I don't want to let him.
Okay, well, y'all probably should go to closed session because everybody down here is saying y'all should talk about it in the back. And I agree. I don't think y'all should put whoever business that is out in the open. So,
Yeah, the lawsuit.
If you
It's her
want, we can go
fault.
into executive session. I was just noting that this litigation was handled by an outside firm, Michael Sparrow from Hinshaw and Culberson. There was
Right.
a settlement conference 3 weeks ago, and this was agreed to, and it's partly with the village and with the village's insurance carrier. The village really has no say.
Yes.
If they want to go against the settlement, then the village will be on the hook for paying all future defense costs and any difference in the dollar amount.
Oh,
So
that
you go to
got your
executive
attention.
session. I did not handle it. I know generally what the case is about. The attorney who handled it is not here, obviously, but it was pursuant to a settlement conference in federal court with the village administrator, that attorney, other attorneys, and plaintiff's counsel.
Yeah. And I'm not positive, but I think it has to do with this guy in his essay.
That's why he ain't saying that much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
he's sitting there all quiet.
Yeah, he's been found. Yeah, there's all kinds. Table. Oh yeah, exactly, Beth G. If they table it, they're going to be paying extra money.
Yep.
Yep. And Cheryl knows what she's talking about with this. She's like, yes, exactly. It's like, yeah, go ahead and table it, but you're going to be paying those extra expenses. You might want to just not even get into this one.
all right, thank you. Next, is there approval?
Yeah, you know, she got really fucking quiet and she wasn't babbling like she normally does.
Approval for the audit engagement.
It also could be shit that she caused. It could be some bullshit that she caused. Like, because there's federal investigations into her and Henyard and Keith Freeman for filing false bankruptcy statements, saying that he wasn't making any money when he was being paid by the village of Dolton and also by this group right here. He was being paid double. I think he pulled in something like over $1 million in a year. And he filed bankruptcy.
Matter. Is there approval?
A motion.
Second. Is there a second? Is there a motion second?
Yeah, they approved it. They approved it. They just approved it. Like, oh, yeah.
Okay, well, my question is, how did this firm come about?
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
This was a force-placed audit by Susanna Mendoza. We could not identify a firm that would accept, so Comptroller Mendoza identified a firm that will take on the Village of Dolton.
Okay, that's great. All right. Is there a motion and second? Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown, Trustee House,
Aye.
Trustee Holmes, Trustee Belcher. Motion passed.
All right. Next, is there a motion to approve resolution number 24-010, authorizing payment for the Village of Dolton Special Counsel Legal Services? Is there a motion?
Oh boy.
No motion?
Yes, motion.
Is there a motion to pay the legal fees? All right. Is
That's
there a
for
second?
him
Second.
and her,
There a motion and second. Any discussion?
I
Go
believe.
ahead.
You didn't provide any documentation with this.
Oh!
So how much is you're asking for payment? What is the payment? Do we have a contract?
So obviously you didn't read because there is an attachment to it. It's called the resolution. And in the body of the resolution, it states the payment or legal services. It say what your lawyer get.
I know what services is now.
It say what your lawyer get. It ain't no contract. It's a resolution. It's in there.
Okay, can you give me the number?
Oh, she doesn't want to show how much they're going to be paying him and her. How much are they paying these two? That's what she's trying to get. These two right here are going, oh, this is my billing. This is my billing. How am I going to get paid? Oh. So where's the contract? How much are we paying them for legal counsel? Hey, Rogue Mama, how you doing, girl? In a landslide like Trump. I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, somebody called her out. They said, oh, all of a sudden she's a big Trump supporter now.
There you go. There you go. You can review mine, but it's in your package. All right, just find it. And you got a second page. That way you can read and see.
She knows she doesn't want to show it.
It say whatever legislative council gets. It says it on there.
Oh, shit, dude.
What's the dollar amount that he get? McGrath, what's the dollar amount you get per hour?
Why are we using legislative counsel to determine
I'm asking.
your
I'm
request?
asking. She just asked me the question. We trying to make sure it's fair. That it's across the board. That's all.
Oh, she is playing some shit. She is playing some shit right now, dude. Have you been watching this?
Sorry,
part?
the wind was blowing. I had to go fix the antenna.
Well, that's okay. Did you get Diva to hold her arms right?
Well, Diva ain't here. I'm not at home.
Oh,
yes.
Ooh.
I'm away from home.
Yeah, man, it sounds sexy. Here's the shit that happened. Okay, while you were stepped away. So she's wanting to get these two. She's wanting to get this attorney paid and this attorney paid. She hasn't told them how much they're going to be paying. She's asking, how much are we paying them? She says legislative payment. And then she asked this guy down here how much he's getting paid. And he's just like,
legit question.
Well, the only reason she's asking is because she wants to pay them to do his job that this guy is doing. And that's why she's just like, whatever he's getting paid, they need to get paid. That's not how it works, sweetheart. You have to come with some sort of invoice. Yeah, this is about to get fucked up.
Whatever they get, make sure they get.
No, it's not how it works.
Yeah. So an invoice will be billed every time the individual does work to you guys. Well, to us.
What?
Any more?
Oops, they're about to get.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Say again.
Is Delgado still with us on this here?
I cannot hear you. Sorry.
Is Delgado still with us on this here?
Delgado dropped the cases, so we had to bring in a different counsel to handle all the villages cases. So no, they're no longer on record.
What are you talking about?
I thought that was for like the tickets.
It's so I can get paid. I need to get paid. Woman, shut the fuck up.
No,
I want to get
Delgado dropped the
paid.
cases. Y'all not listening. Okay, what we doing, guys? So it's been a motion and second to approve payment to the Village Dolton Special Counsel.
He's like, I'll do you later. Just get me paid.
Any more discussion? All right.
I got kids
Call
to
it on.
feed.
No.
Yes.
No.
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 No. No.
All right. Okay. So let me
No.
make this statement for the record. You called me.
She just got
Oh, she's nervous now.
Slow. All right. So we did everything. So here we are.
No, you
I just want to
didn't.
make
You
this
didn't do
statement
shit.
for the record. So please make sure this is in the minutes. So
You're
the
not getting
judge
paid.
told this body, this board, they was all in court.
All right, you guys, you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. You need to pack your bags and get the fuck out of there right now.
Bye-bye.
You should have brought this shit up in the first place. They just sit there for fucking free.
Yep.
You're not getting paid. And I guarantee you, if I was this guy right here or this lady right here, your bitch ass is getting sued. You're paying me out of your own pocket.
Attorneys don't do shit for free.
No.
There ain't a
fuck
single one of
no.
them that does.
No, hell no, they don't. And if she made promises to them, oh, they're just like, no, I need to get paid. I need to get paid. Oh,
With me that they should do the same thing that they do for their counsel, which is create a ordinance / resolution, and it's in the document, and you guys can check it out, news, so you can see what the transcript stated that the judge told this body to do. They was all in court, and said, to be fair, you should pay counsel. So if you're not
okay. I've pulled up the court documents, and no, the court already appointed counsel to handle this. That's why that guy is down there at the freaking end, because of your fuck ups, Tiffany.
not gonna pay counsel, we created exactly what the judge told us to do. And then we get up here and then everybody vote no. So make that make sense. Thank God we're in court tomorrow. I appreciate that. So in court tomorrow, we'll bring this up because at the end of the day.
And guess what, sweetheart? You lost. You lost in court the next day. So this is like the day after the election.
Oh, okay.
That they had this meeting.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And we'll be in court tomorrow, and oh no, they got their asses handed to them.
We gonna bring this up in court tomorrow. Only problem is the judge says I screwed up.
Yep.
Hey, we have to sit here and go through this, but I want to point that out just so you understand the why and how it came to be on here. It cannot be good for one side and then bad for the other side. Cannot be. But that just show you the control that everyone does. Next on the agenda, motion to approve.
It's like, oh, just shut up. Just shut up. We don't. I'm doing this for free right now.
Bitch, I'm trying to get paid.
Payment of invoices to Robinson Engineering. Is there a motion?
I'll motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
There a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor.
Go ahead.
I have the invoices that were just brought in today, and these are invoices from 2023, January 24. These have already been approved on a previous warrant list. We have never removed Robinson Engineering from the warrant list. Just to restate, of course, I will support this again, but these have already been approved.
Okay. Well, Ron is saying the opposite, so that's why it's on the agenda. So hold on. So if you guys want to,
Ron is saying the opposite. So this guy right here, Ron, I guess, is this guy right here. He's saying, no, that's not been approved yet. I don't want to get paid.
Approve it. If it is checks already.
Look at the
made,
smirk on
whatever,
the
then
other
you
attorney's
void
face.
the approval. She don't have to pay
She's
you.
like, ain't this some shit?
So you got her in favor of it, correct? All right.
She is.
Follow.
She was falling asleep earlier.
Yeah,
She
now
was
she's
falling
like,
asleep
what
earlier.
in the hell have I been brought into?
Uh-huh.
What is this
Sweetheart.
monkey shit?
Sweetheart, all you got to do is just watch the news. The news has already busted her ass all over the fucking place. Like, the only reason that this shit got brought up is because they did an expose on her, and they found out not only did she have one, but I think it was 2 failed businesses because of money mismanagement, like not paying her fucking employees. before she became mayor. Then she ran some sort of like nonprofit for cancer or something like that, and nobody's received any money. Like all the shit that she's done has been shady as fuck, and all she does is yap.
Here's a clue for everybody. When the employees stop getting paid, that generally means there's probably some money missing somewhere.
Yeah. Somebody's using it on those nails and those hair extensions.
That weave.
Just saying. Yeah. And she's not paying her landlord either. Yeah. Yeah, she's just
she got voted out, right?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I think the vote is coming up pretty soon. Yeah, those wigs. Oh, she had a gold microphone one year. One time she came in, she had a gold microphone.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
It's like, oh, girl, I'm telling you, it's not working for you.
Keep digging that hole just a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so we're calling a roll on something that's already been approved?
You heard what he just stated. Come on, man. He's in favor of this.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes. Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right. Next on the agenda, is there a motion to approve the appointment of the police chief, Ronnie Burge?
And here's where she fucks up again. Because she's going to try to appoint a police chief, and then they're going to say, no.
You have no authority.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion and second. Any discussion? Call around.
I have a comment on this, Mayor.
Okay, go ahead.
And just as we're going into the next one, so my statement is going to be the same for the next 4 points. None of the individuals listed here, the resume has not been provided to the board. No confirmation of background checks. No confirmation of salaries. And for some of the contract individuals, no confirmation of certificates of insurance, malpractice insurance. None of that information has been provided to the board. So I'm going to be a no for all of these until we can get the proper due diligence.
Okay, so for the record, guys, y'all need to stop. Y'all know I'm entitled to my appointments as a mayor.
It's not how it works, sweetheart. You can't appoint people if the board does not approve it. She is so pissed right now.
And as a mayor, I will.
Well, you can appoint whoever you want to. It's a matter of, does it get approved?
For this body to support me and making sure I have management in place in every area throughout my community. Because right now, as you guys know, y'all involved in a lot of mess. And right now it's time to clean up the mess. But I need people in place to manage those.
That's right. The police chief is inactive. Going back to court, he's inactive by the state of Illinois. Not just by the county, but by the state. The state said, "Oh no, no." He's got all kinds of problems, like all kinds of problems. Cheryl is absolutely right in this. I forgot about that. Yeah, police chief was removed from his office. Yeah, by the state. It wasn't by the county or by the township. It was the state said no. The state said, this guy should not be a police officer anywhere, anytime, anyhow. This guy needs to be removed immediately. And
So
he was ordered to turn in his firearm, to turn in his vehicle, to turn in his uniform and his badge. And none of that has he turned in.
So has the state shut down the municipality yet? At this point?
Well, that's why they're in a court case right now. They're in court battling this shit out. She's suing the trustees.
Damn, she dumb.
Yeah, she scammed the judge with a police chief appointment. Yeah, not a good move. Yeah, he tried to go back to work and he refused to adhere to it. Exactly. Like this is all kinds of 10 ways to Sunday fucked up. Like The shit that she's pulling, it's been constant. This guy right here will probably be the next mayor. So the judge ordered him to be mayor pro se whenever she didn't show up. So the last meeting that they had, the meeting was going smooth. Like you've seen board meetings where everything is just chugging along.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
She shows up and it goes to absolute shit. The judge ordered the attorney general of the state ordered them, said, you will not be having those meetings in the building where you're blocking off roads. You're only allowing 10 to 12 people in at a time. You've got armed security there, like almost the entire police force is there, threatening people, intimidating them to not get up and speak. Your microphones are being cut off, and you've got the building basically on lockdown. You're only letting certain people in. You've got old people. You have no handicap parking. It's like you guys are running a shit show. And they said you need to find a location that you can maintain, because she would get people from outside to come in, like have all of her people there to like basically start rabble rousing. I mean, I went through it. It's like a 20-page document that they printed, that the attorney general said, stating all facts. And it was just like, yeah, we're not playing this shit. You need to get your crap under control. If she's not going to be there at a meeting, then he will be there pro se or what is it? It's
no, it's not pro se.
No, it's not pro se. It's
pro temp.
Pro temp. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's exactly the word I was looking for. So he was to run the meetings pro temp, which he did at the last meeting. And then she showed up, started shit. The whole place goes into an uproar. And then she gets up and leaves out this back door. Whenever they pan out, you can see the doors. She left out the door and it locked behind her. And it was just like, no, don't let her back in. Fuck that.
No.
Like if she wants to come in, she'll have to go all the way around and come in through the front. Because she just did her mic drop and fuck you guys kind of attitude. This has been her attitude the whole time. Like, you will do what I tell you to do. And they're just like, that's not how it works. And I don't think these attorneys, this guy right here clearly does not understand the shit he's got himself into.
And you know, without having any idea about any of these people, if I was listening to this blind, based upon the tactics you described to me, I could only guess that she could only be for one particular political party.
Oh, she changed political parties. Now she's all for Trump.
What? She's a Republican now?
Now, yeah. She showed up at Biden's like little presser or something that he had. Yeah. She flew a whole bunch of her people out to go show up so she could get her little selfie with him and Camel Toe.
And guess who paid for it?
And the township paid for it.
Yeah.
And then she took all of these people out to Las Vegas on the township's dime. And then she took them to Colorado on the township's dime. She took them out to California on the township's dime.
Damn.
Yeah. These are and she's put in more flight time. Like we're not talking like, oh, she flew coach. No, they were flying first class.
Oh, of course. You expect her to fly coach? Come on.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now she wants favors from Trump.
Because you guys been laying people off. Y'all have it as a ghost town. People not showing up to work. Y'all paying these half salaries, and they don't even come to work. What you paying people to do?
And she doesn't want to pay the IT department.
It shows.
Well, no, she was because the IT was just like, I think just for like the month, it's something close to $100,000. She doesn't want to pay it. She doesn't realize that the ID department handles all of their phone service, their website, their computer problems.
Yep.
All of it. And she didn't want to pay them. Dude, if I was their IT, I'd make sure that her email was not fucking working ever.
Oh, yeah. I'd shut down everything. Say, well, you don't have access to servers.
Yeah.
It's not COVID. They need to come to work and do their job, especially the police department. You need a police chief, and y'all know that. That's why it's being ran raggedy. I hear that all you trustees are being, have been going over there to the police department, especially Trustee Belcher. Y'all in police business that should not be. I keep telling y'all, stay in your lane, because you be involved in stuff later on because you think you run stuff and you don't. You are a legislative body. I keep saying that. I'm the executive branch. You're legislative. All you do is make laws.
That's good to know.
And
Thank you.
also pass a bill.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The election is to get rid of her in February of 2025. And
I can't wait for that.
God, good riddance. Because I mean,
can't wait for that.
I would love to see this city prosper, because this Dolton used to be like a very prosperous city. I mean, they were not in the red. I mean, they weren't making a whole bunch of money, but they were never in the red. Everything was taken care of. You had happy people in that neighborhood. And all of a sudden she came in making all these promises. And next thing, well, 2025 is not far away. Actually, 2025 is just around the freaking corner. 3 months.
Well,
you're in 2025.
Well, when you have Beetlejuice to come in and help clean them up, you know you screwed up.
Yeah. She came in there, was just like, this is where they're mismanaging the money. And they've actually approved to have somebody come in and audit their books and make sure that everything gets straightened out. And whenever that auditor comes in and sees where she's mismanaged money, she's going to be blaming everybody else.
Of course she is.
She will not take responsibility.
Nope.
Yeah, they already voted once, but a judge overturned it on a technicality. Yeah, that's right. Cheryl is trying to take that house, and why she's not paying the bills. Yeah, it's close to foreclosure. Yeah, this is insane shit.
So I'm asking for your support, which I knew you guys would say no, but thank God, state statute say that I'm entitled to my appointment, whether you say yay or nay. And that's the great thing about having the executive powers. I have to put it before you to hope and pray.
She's trying to intimidate.
Support me, which I thought you would, because at the end of the day, all these departments are being ran without anybody. So that's my statement for that. Colorado.
Because of her.
That won't work for your ass.
No, we just on air.
A police chief can't. State of Illinois said
no.
No.
So who's handling it? The county?
Don't know.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
So I just want to point out to the residents that you see, my board of trustees have been trying to gridlock me. And as a mayor, I'm entitled to the appointment that I have before you.
No, you're not.
You're able to run a smooth operation, and they like to create.
No, you're not, sweetheart.
To create, conflict, and they like to create chaos, which I'm not for. I really want this to run smooth and let everybody run their own department. Next, is there a motion to approve appointment of village attorney Angela Lockett?
A motion.
Is there a second? It's been motioned and second. And this is her resume. She said, pass it down to y'all. Pass it down. All right.
I just happen to have her resume in my pocket right here.
I just have one thing to say. With any position, anybody that has been in HR and have an HR background, you would have a background check ran. Nobody starts until the background clears. That's for any reputable company, business, or anything else.
Yes.
Any person that has an HR background would know that. It's nothing wrong with you putting them on here. Where's the background? Has it been ran, and is it back? Simple as that. We make this mistake again. Why go back down the same road again with not running background and not making sure that these people are qualified for the position?
First of all, everybody up here is overqualified for their position. So please put some respect on their name, like I tell you to do me. As it relates to
That's not how it works, sweetheart.
Like
you
I
have
tell
to
you,
vote them. That's not how you vet them. They're temporary until the background comes back. I know that's the thing that sucks. But
well, but it depends on whatever's in their charter. as to whether or not they're required to run a background check. Each municipality is different. You have to look into it and see what it says. Because just because you have to have a background for a state job or a county job doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a background check for this individual municipality.
This one they do.
But do they? Is it actually in their charter, though?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is in their charter.
Okay.
But
We are African American beauty. I'm gonna say that.
Right here.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? She tried to play the race card. They're all like, "Are you kidding me?"
Uh-huh.
We are great. You have attorney to my left, and y'all don't want to give them the opportunity. This is Matt Solomon. He has been practicing law for years. To my right, you have Angela Lockett.
And he ain't get paid.
Awesome.
She get paid.
And this got to because y'all need to stop playing with people's names. They are attorneys. That means they pass the bar and background check.
So?
No, that doesn't mean shit.
I know a lot of crappy attorneys that have passed the bar.
Yeah. Okay.
That don't mean a damn thing.
So here's the thing. Let me put it to you pretty plain and simple. My wife would never practice criminal law. Okay. Could she practice criminal law? Absolutely. She could probably practice criminal law. Legally, she can, but that is not what she knows. All right. You would not want to hire my wife to defend you in a criminal case where you might have deleted somebody. You would not want my wife to do that. You would want to do your due diligence and make sure that she actually is well versed in all of the statutes that come along with practicing criminal law. It's a very, like, I would have Gosney defend me before I would have my wife defend me. Okay.
Well, here's how you got to look at it when it comes to the law and when it comes to attorneys. Think of it like doctors. You have doctors that specialize in certain areas of medicine. You're not going to have a podiatrist come in and be your heart surgeon. It's the same way with attorneys. These attorneys are specialists in their particular field. You don't want this type of attorney practicing this other type of law because they don't know it.
Exactly.
They do not know it.
And to get them caught up to speed. And my wife has said this. Yes. Could I defend somebody in a criminal case? Yes, because I am an attorney. I could do it legally without fail. But for her to get caught up on all of the legal standings, all the motions that would have to be filed, she would have to work double time. She would have to charge me to defend me in a case like that. You know, it's the same way with a podiatrist or a heart doctor. Two different areas of field. Could they do it? Yes, they're a doctor. Do they know anatomy? Yes. They would have to figure out how in the hell that what they're doing with a heart and every single intricate valve that's involved in that shit.
Right.
And it's not something you do overnight. The female lawyer has done these kinds of cases, not the male lawyer. See? Yeah, Cheryl knows what she's talking about on this one. I have a feeling Cheryl knows this area pretty well.
And as it relates to anything else, as it relates to Ronnie Burge, all y'all know his credentials. You know he has been a police chief in several different locations. And as it relates to Michael Smith,
and we know that he's been banned by the state of Illinois.
He does not, and I repeat, he does not have a background. Just because you don't like him, don't make it right on what y'all say about people. So please,
again,
stop defaming. Hold on, trustee. Please stop defaming people's names because it ain't cool, it ain't fair, it ain't right. Stop. I'm entitled to my appointments, and my appointments will be who I choose it to be because I did that before, listening to a body of picking people that I didn't choose. So this time around, picking the people that I choose to sit in those seats. Because you need people that is for you and not against you or not trying to sabotage you in your camp. And these individuals, like I stated, are overqualified to run the day-to-day operation. So Moving on.
Let me just say this. Again, with qualified, I don't care if you are qualified. Any reputable business, as I stated again, anybody that works for a business knows that you have to have a background check. I don't care if you are qualified. Every individual needs to have a background check, and you don't start until your background clears. And that's only because you're going to cover your tail at the end of the day. Yes, okay, qualified,
practice.
you said they're qualified. Where's the background check?
Part of that will also be malpractice insurance. Is their malpractice insurance up to date? So if he gives her bad advice, gives the township bad advice, and screws up, and he doesn't have malpractice insurance, he's on the hook for that, which means you're on the hook for that shit.
Because you are responsible for hiring him.
Yes.
Because
Again, we made
they'll
these
see you
mistakes
both.
Before you picked those other people before, and then look again. So background checks. What's the argument?
never
Let's do
picked
the
nobody with a
background checks
background. Stop.
and move on from there.
Let's be crystal clear. I never picked anyone with a background. They do not have a background, and they can't start work pending a background check. So we are going to move forward. Thank God it's my appointment. So we're going to move forward. Tomorrow, each of one of them will be in HR. And I don't think your attorney did a background check, so I don't know why you want my attorney to do a background check. So stop it.
No, he was appointed by the judge. But
No, I think she's referring to the two in the middle.
Well, no, she's referring to this attorney right here.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't had a background check.
But he doesn't need one.
No, he was appointed by the judge. And as Cheryl pointed out, the lady behind Henyard right here has turned her information into the judge. This guy did not. But I have a feeling the way that he's been talking and acting, that they've got a little bit of, what do you call that, little love connection happening there?
Oh, a little Fannie Willis action?
Yeah, probably. I would imagine so.
But at work for the village, sure, they will do a background check tomorrow. They will go to HR, get their paperwork certified and done.
Oh, he neglected the foreclosure matter for a couple and misappropriated a total of $12,400 of that same couple's funds over a period in the last 4 years. The suspension is effective on April 9th, 2024. Oh,
oops.
Did my audio go to shit?
Yeah, your mic's a little, it's doing that thing again.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now it should be better, right?
Yeah, you're much better now. Much better now.
Cool. That's why he was denied. Yep. No, if my microphone starts doing that, you guys let me know, because it's my preamp that's causing it.
And then they will send them on their way. Background checks don't take that long to do. So that's where we are with that. So because we're not waiting no longer. Y'all.
You know that his background. You know why he's got his head down? He's like, oh shit, I'm going to look right here because my background check is shit.
Had me without any of these people in place for several months. You guys have crippled the village, and I am here to fix it, because now we don't have anybody in place to do the things that's needed to run the day-to-day operation. So,
sure.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. So,
I have a comment there.
So go ahead.
No, and I just want to kind of state, because my original statement was I was very intentional in terms of just saying the information had not been provided. I do not think that anybody deserves to have their name defamed. So that is not the intention. I believe the process that I'm looking for before making a positive vote would be either a resume for a contractor, a background check, and either voted yes or no. But there's no intention on defaming anybody. But the board does have the authority to make the decision based on the information presented. At this time, we received no information, and I will be voting no.
Okay, let me clear you up because again, y'all send
Let me clear you up.
proper information out. Y'all don't have any authority to do anything. You guys are supposed to do advice and consent. What that means, just so we crystal clear, advice and consent states that they're supposed to agree or disagree. And that's it. And then guess what I get to do? Still appoint my appointments. That's how this goes. So I just want you to understand how the game go, how they keep trying to act like they control me. They do not. They have no authority over my office. I am the executive branch. Again, they're the legislative branch. We learned this in 8th grade. Gosh, sure y'all ain't got it yet. So anyway, moving on. Colorado.
Trustee Norwood?
No.
Trustee Stan Brown?
Yes.
No.
Trustee Tammy Brown?
No.
Trustee House?
No.
Trustee Holmes? Trustee Belcher?
No. Well, y'all
Motion
just added
failed.
of saying no. Okay. Next, is there a motion to approve appointment of special
Cripple
counsel?
the village. That's right.
Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Yeah. Yeah. She is a criminal.
It's all right. She'll be out of office here in a couple of months.
Is there a second?
You mean to tell me I didn't get one single
All right.
vote
Is there a second?
after all I done for y'all?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody? Stan?
Yeah. So this guy right here,
Yeah.
he used the pudding pops.
Yeah, can I get a second?
He looks
his-
like a
and-
pudding pop kind of guy.
Well, and don't worry because his accuser was there tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. That was much earlier in the stream.
Oh,
she
dude.
went the fuck off on him.
Good. Good. He looks
well,
creepy as. Mm. Fannie Willis was reelected. No,
yeah,
unfortunately.
probably. Yeah, that happens. You have to understand Fulton County.
Yeah, you got to know where you are.
Yes, she does, Benny.
So y'all don't want me to have special counsel as it relates to cases of Village of Dolton? This game we gonna play? All right, thank God I get to still a point. All right, it fails. Next, is there a motion to approve appointment of executive assistant?
So I have a question.
Is there? I'm in motion.
Motion.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion and second. Now you can speak.
So, executive assistant, when did it become an appointment? And then, what is Jacqueline Richardson's position?
Trustee, you and I spoke in the lot, the parking lot that is, and we talked about all of this and all the people that work in our village and what do they do.
No,
So y'all
she
have
probably
to
ignored
stop.
you because you
Let
kept
us finish what we
talking.
doing.
Yep.
So we did all of that, and you know the answer to those questions. So for you to get up here, hold on. So for you to get up here and act like you didn't talk with me, you spoke with me, you and I, and we talked about everything that was going on in the village, everything that was wrong, who did what wasn't approved. We talked about all of this, trustee.
I bet you
But
did.
yet you come up
You
here
can't shut
and
up,
have
woman.
amnesia. Come on. You know what's going on. You do.
What's
So
Jacqueline's
we here for
position?
executive assistant. So
What's Jacqueline's position?
so basically we're here for executive assistant. So I'm asking for
That's
your
not an
approval.
appointed position.
It's what?
That's not an appointed position.
Trustee, it's on the agenda. I either have your support or I don't. So you're going to support me since it's not an appointed position? Do you support
No.
me with my hire?
No.
Do you support me with my hire, trustee?
No.
Oh, okay. That's my point. I know. You don't. Thank you for saying that for the record. Y'all don't support anything I do. So anyway, call the roll.
And they don't have to.
Trustee Norwood?
Exactly. She is, Cheryl.
Trustee Stan Brown?
She's never
Trustee
followed any.
Tammy
Cheryl,
Brown?
she doesn't even know what that is.
Trustee House? No. Trustee Holmes?
Yep.
Trustee
That's all
Belcher?
it is.
No.
Motion failed.
Okay. So a couple things. I just want to reiterate what just happened. There was motion.
I know, because those jaws just be clamping down on it. Sorry. She's the group chief in mind who will only pay a 30 temp out of the. Oh, God. I like that council looks like they're being repelled from Tiffany's body language. It speaks volumes. Yes. Yeah. Watching from St. Kitts to see how you how Tiffany handled the mayor before. It's disappointed the mayor couldn't talk for a minute. Yeah, she cut him off. Yeah, she doesn't compare the difference between nominate and appoint. It's the difference between what was it that Amber Heard said? Well, it's the same thing. I promised to pay the money and paying the money.
Oh, yes. Yes. What word was it she used?
It's the same shit.
She promised. Well, I promised, but you didn't do it.
Yeah, you haven't.
Yeah, but I
donated a
promised
penny yet.
Yeah. You promised that you were going to pay all this money into this charity. You didn't do a damn thing.
Well, and then of course, as soon as she got called out on that shit, as soon as she got called out on it, it was just like, well, it's because I had this lawsuit, and so I'm definitely not paying it now.
Till she lost.
Yeah. She's not paying it at all. Pledged. Thank you, Rug Mama.
Pledged. Thank you.
Oh,
that was gonna drive me nuts.
Well, and that was the same thing that I was pointing out with the toothless ones. You know, the tranny truckers, whatever. Yeah, that was the same thing I pointed out. It's like you keep hearing this stuff, but you're not. You keep yammering this stuff, saying that you're doing all of this, and I mean, are you? Just know that you've got someone that's very litigious on the other side there. I'm giving something to you. I don't know. Should I be worried?
Yeah. Are you pledging to Shizzy there? Sherry? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I'll tell you what, man. I pledge to Volstorm $10 billion. I pledge it, man.
I believe you, Shizzy.
Good. I'm good for it, man. You know,
if you don't, I'm gonna make sure there's a grumpy on your bed.
For several individuals, a motion to appoint the police chief. Guys, hey, order. And y'all do know the judge got a law against y'all for heckling or doing anything, so I'm gonna make sure you know that tomorrow. So anyway, a motion. There have been several motions made. There's been a motion for the police chief for Ronnie Burge Sr. And I had 2 votes on that and 4 noes. And then there was a motion for approval of village attorney, Angela Lockett. And that was also 2 yays and 4 noes. And then I had a motion to approve appointment of special counsel, Matt Solomon. Still like I want no other attorneys, just y'all attorney, huh? So that motion failed. I didn't get a second. And then I had a motion for executive assistant. I got 2 yays and 4 noes. So that's where we are with that. Moving on.
Pretty much.
Yep. He's trying to counsel her. He's like, how about later you give me a BJ and we'll call my payment even. She's like, well, I don't know. I can't swallow that much. I can't keep my mouth open that long.
The record, as you guys know, I am entitled to have temporary appointments. Currently, right now, these individuals will be my temporary appointments. I already named them, but I will rename them for record. And that is appointment of police chief, Ronnie Burge Sr., appointment of village attorney, Angela Lockett, attorney Matt Solomon for special counsel, and also executive assistant for Michael Smith. Those are my temporary appointments, which I am entitled to by state statute. And then, of course, next board meeting, we will bring it back up again to see if I will keep the same individual or I will go with new people. So temporary appointment goes every 30 days for those that don't know how it works. So I want to make sure that it's in the record. That's for the record clerk. So when I see the minutes, I want to see those statements. Next on the agenda is there a motion to terminate the law?
So this is where she appointed them temporarily. So they've got 30 days and they'll probably be removed.
Well, she basically just said that she could appoint them there for 30 days. And then if she wants to, she could put somebody else in after that. Because what she's wanting to do is she's wanting to rotate her people to keep them in positions of power in the executive branch, as you call it.
Burge doesn't qualify to be a security guard at the wig store. That's absolutely right. Tiff. It's going to be playing politics. That's right. Uh-huh.
Law firm of Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. Is there a motion? Is there a motion to terminate the law firm of Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath? Is there
Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath is the guy down at the end.
a motion?
You don't have a choice.
Anybody motion? Stand, no? Andrew, no? We on the last one. Motion to terminate Odison.
She's wanting to terminate him.
She can't even get a motion.
Nobody? Jason, want to second that? Nope. Tam, you want a second?
No, you ain't got a motion to second.
She's really good.
No.
So,
the titty baby.
She's been drinking out of that 55-gallon drum.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't, dummy. He's court appointed.
There was only a motion and not a second to terminate Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. I put them on here at every single board meeting. And the reason why I put them on the agenda is because they are taking advantage of our community. They are overcharging
No, they're not.
us, and they're creating chaos and confusion among our residents. So I want people to know what is going on. And I
No,
put it
they're
on
putting
the
up.
agenda
They're
just so
going
people
up
can
against
see it for
you.
what it is. I stated earlier that they put on a bill for $136,000 or $39,000, but yet they keep saying we're broke. But yet they're the only law firm that's constantly getting paid. I see that I didn't even see an invoice for a Delgado Group. So it's just sad to see that, but yet y'all
It's
don't
because
want
Delgado
to
Group isn't part of this
my,
anymore.
Attorneys
They
to
left.
make sure that things can get done. And I'm gonna make sure that you understand this. They are not the village attorney. I did not
Yes, they are.
vote or appoint
Doesn't matter.
their law
A
firm
judge did.
for our village. I did
You were
not.
overruled.
But yet come in
Yeah.
and do the strong arm and take over the cases for our village. And that is what I am fighting up against.
Spoiler,
That is
it gets
what you
funny.
don't see or don't
Yeah,
know
we
or
know.
don't understand.
It gets
So I just wanna
worse.
Make sure that I put that in the record so you understand why I say terminate that law firm that don't mean our community any good. They put a fake recall together that
Her
they
and-
lost.
her
When
and,
they lost the
Al.
recall, they still charged the residents for that when they knew they couldn't do it because they did it in 2015, I think, and they lost that. Then they came back and did it again, and that recall was Stan Brown, me, and Robert Hunt. So all I'm saying to you guys is pay attention to your money, pay attention to the wallet, because right now people are taking advantage of you not knowing, you being misinformed with misleading
Mhm.
information. So I want to point that out. Last but not least, my vetoes. I stated that I was vetoing certain things, and on that veto list, because I want to just put this in here because y'all don't remember a recall, she had a payment for reimbursement for travel for Trustee Belcher. They paid $7,800 to Big Woods Barbecue for tea with the trustees. Y'all eat barbecue at tea with the trustees? I don't think so,
right.
but it's cool. And then they had the payment to Odison, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. And then they paid Nikita, I don't know what she at, $2,500 or $3,500 for a website. Like, I'm just saying. But everybody paying their friends, but y'all don't see what's really going on before you. And then also, I am
For a
also
website.
vetoing other lines.
It's not a website, sweetheart. IT is not a website. Just so you know, IT is running your fucking phones, your web servers, your mail servers. They are running everything that you don't even know in the background. Whenever you're sitting there in this little building and you're pulling stuff up and you're pulling up these documents off of a server. They run all that shit. You dumbass. You don't want to pay them. That shit gets shut down.
Oh, they just need to go ahead and shut it down.
Yeah.
Quit
So
screwing
you're not
around
gonna
with
pay-
her. Just shut it down.
Shut it down
And-
for her.
Yeah.
And then whenever she says, well, what are you doing?
Well, you
hadn't
didn't
paid
pay
your
us.
bill.
That's what happens.
Items. I only stated these vetoes just so you can understand, but normally I just say I'm vetoing. We give the vetoes.
Well, see, Jirai, I used to work IT. I know what's involved with this shit. I used to The company I worked for used to handle the backbone servers for Atlanta Blue. Okay. Atlanta Blue would get pissed off and yell at us whenever they couldn't get their fucking cameras up and running. Okay. Yeah. So the little traffic cameras and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah. We handled that stuff. So I know what's involved with this shit. We also handled phone service for about 10 different companies. Yeah, we got paid.
It's for the clerk. The clerk has a copy of it, and you can get it from them. Next.
In this day and age, IT
All
is
right,
very vital.
Next, the motion to adjourn. All right, it's been motion and second. Call her up.
Mean adjourn. This is adjournment, right?
Yeah, this for adjournment.
All right.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, call her up.
Aye.
Just like,
Aye, get me the hell out of here.
Aye.
yes.
All right, enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day.
Oh,
it's like
getting worse.
night.
Yeah, they're heading out of here.
November 9th, the next weekend, you're going to hear about. We got a official campaign office headquarters.
A Cook County court has reversed some of Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's decisions. At last night's village board meeting, Henyard announced a 30-day temporary appointments for police chief, village attorney, special counsel, and executive assistant. But in court today, a judge ruled Henyard's appointment of Michael Smith as executive assistant was not valid. The special counsel appointment was also invalidated. This is part of the ongoing tug of war between Henyard and board members. She appeared for that hearing via Zoom.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
I'm getting so tired of these legal proceedings that are allowing attorneys to just show up by Zoom.
Exactly.
I'm getting tired of it now. It's like, no, for a legal proceeding, you need to show up in person. It's getting ridiculous.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
I've seen people, attorneys who know better, show up on camera in like basically their house clothes to be a damn attorney on these Zoom meetings. No, you're still supposed to have proper decor, proper attire, even though you're on a Zoom meeting.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still the court.
And you have to represent yourself as you're part of the court.
Huh.
My wife, she may show up to Zoom meeting and she might be wearing pajama bottoms, but
right
upwards,
but
she's got
waist up,
makeup, she's
right.
got her hair done. You would not be able to tell unless she stood up.
Right. Right. And
But
that's fine. But I've seen I think there was something that MG put up. I swear the attorney had on a hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah. Yeah. They've gotten lax, and I think judges should call them out on every single bit of that crap. Every single damn
I
bit
think
of
they
it.
should fine each and every one of them.
Hold them in contempt.
Yep.
Everybody, I'm going to be sending you guys over to see somebody. Everybody, have a good night. It'll be a wonderful one. I'll see you guys in the morning. Come back tomorrow morning. It'll be good. It'll be good. I got a new outlet. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be glorious.
Oh, Baker's on.
Soon. Is Baker on?
Baker's on.
Shit. Well, let me change that then. Let me see. Is Baker on? I don't have a. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Baker at night. There it is.
Baker at night.
There we go. I'm going to send you guys over to Baker. Show the man some love. Hit the like button on the way out. Hit the like button on the way in. You know what it means. I'll see you soon. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
break from the schemes. Waking up at dawn, all my fears are gone. I won't stop today, never, never, not today. Compromise, rise above it all, not gonna fall. Step by step I go, faster than the flow. Broke through every chain, I will not be contained.
I was